call. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how pilots are. Like, if you got your pilot, you know what I'm saying? He on call. Anytime you want to go anywhere, you know what I'm saying? Like, he'll pull up. That's how pilots for private jets are supposed to be, right? So let's say all hell breaking loose and you're like, oh, I'm good. I got my private jet. You know what I'm saying? I can dip off to Greenland if I want to, right? Hey, man. What if a chariot come and zap your shit? You see? Like anything, you know what I mean? Or just a tornado just come and just wreck the whole hangar of private jets. Then what you gonna do, man? You see? You know? But people don't think that shit like that can happen, man. You see? But keep going on that, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
It says,
or I'm sorry, who was reading last?
He was.
I was.
Okay, I'm sorry, bro. Finish that, bro.
I got this Proverbs 18.
Yeah, get that real quick.
Yep. This is Proverbs chapter 18 and verse 10. The name of the Lord is a strong tower.
Yeah.
The righteous run into it and it's safe.
Yeah. So that's because that's the point that we were making is like in that day, man, it ain't gonna be nothing that can save you, man. The might, your own strength that can save you. Okay, it's gonna be the Lord. How about you not that preserves you, the one that even allows you to have your heart continuing to beat in your chest. You see? But Esau wants to play God. He wants to, use his power, which he got some power. All right, but it's play power, man. It's like Monopoly money to the Most High. It's Play-Doh to the, that shit ain't nothing real, man. It's just compared to what we got, it seems like a lot. Okay, but man, in that day when the Lord, allows us to receive that power, then Esau gonna really know. He gonna really know what that power really is, man, because it's gonna be given to his men, starting with the elect. Okay, go ahead.
This Proverbs chapter 11 and verse 4. Riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivered from death.
Woo, man, riches profit not in the day of wrath. Yeah, because you can't bribe your way out of somebody putting you to death if they got that spirit on you to put you to death. You know how many scenes and movies are, I'll give you anything, whatever you want, just take it.
It's a scripture. Like if you lay with a man, woman, you can't put off his anger.
Yeah, you can't.
You can't pay him off. You slept with that man's woman.
Yeah.
There's nothing that you can say to him to get that vengeance to go away. He wants revenge.
He wants that blood.
That's it.
Yeah, that's gonna be the payment. Okay, that you give as a ransom for your life. Is gonna be your life. It's gonna be you get put. It ain't gonna be the ransom. Is gonna be you get put to death. All right, which ain't no ransom, but that's what's gonna happen. You get put to death, man. Go ahead, that's the only way out. The only way out is to get to get off the planet, man.
I got that scripture, brother, quoted Proverbs 6 and 32. But whoso committeth adultery with a woman lacketh understanding. He that doeth it destroyeth his own soul.
Yeah.
Verse 34. For jealousy is the rage of a man.
Yeah.
Therefore he will not spare in the day of vengeance. He will not regard any ransom, neither will he rest content, though thou givest many gifts.
Yeah, you see that? He's not gonna rest content. He's not gonna receive no ransom, even if you want to give him 100 sheeps, 100, 100 oxen. You know what I mean? He ain't gonna give a damn, man, because he's not gonna be in logical mode. He's gonna be in rage mode. Okay, and that's the mode that Yahweh Shai is coming in, man. Ooh. He ain't sparing, no Edomites, man. You see? You know what I mean? Yep. It's not gonna be like how it was in Joshua, where it was a couple of Canaanites that was allowed, you know what I mean, that we didn't get to, that that just ended up just hanging around. You see what I'm saying? In the land. It ain't gonna be like that, man. Okay? It's gonna be a proper purge. Okay? A proper what that shit called when you cleanse, there's another word, like when you get all the roaches out of a place.
Extermination.
It's proper extermination. Yeah. Every crevice, nook and cranny. Okay, matter of fact, Revelation man, you read my mind. You following us, the highest. Yeah, get that real quick. Revelation 6, man. I think the last two verses, right? In that chapter.
This is Revelation chapter 6 I'm gonna start right here for you, bro.
Yeah.
Start right here, verse 12. It says, "And I beheld, and when he had opened
You know
the
what? You gonna get the heaviest part of this scroll?
Yep.
All right, yeah, that's good. This is edification. Go ahead.
Revelation 6 and 12, and I beheld when he had opened the sixth seal, and lo, there was a great earthquake, and the sun became black as sackcloth of hair, and the moon became as blood."
Yeah, man. All right, it's gonna be hella disruption in the atmosphere, man. Okay, that when a missile hits, okay, it's gonna be like worse than an earthquake. But the scripture says earthquake, and then what? The sun is gonna be black, right? And the moon's gonna be red because of all that nuclear fallout, man. It's gonna be, coming from those ICBMs, okay? It's not just gonna be a big ass ball.
Yeah. I got a turtleneck on one of these. Bro. It ain't. Damn. You said it probably gonna get you crazy. See? You said 42? They said something about winter storms coming. News a couple weeks. And some bullshit, man. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. Nah, it's some weeks. Hell no, I'll be tight. Yeah. Like, you ain't give me time to prepare or nothing. I came the year after that, right? I came the winter after that. Woo. Yeah, I remember Locke told me he had the same money unit. Somebody had died there, you could get it out, yeah.
That's the wave right there.
Oh, this why y'all be okay. Yeah, I know what's up. Okay. In the clutch. We started here soon, y'all. We gotta get an extra sign for when y'all come over here.
The 28? 29.
There ain't no way in right here.
Man, it'll be good, right?
Yeah, I might survive. Now down there for some reason it be it's gonna open right there, that plaza.
Yeah, it is. They
We
gonna tell
going
they
down there.
They gonna be. We come over here, nigga. We go over here.
Man. Shit up to the sides.
Yeah, kind of.
It's probably easier with the side, huh?
Down there.
I'll do this way. I'll go this way.
Something further down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6 of us. We need to move down a little further.
Hey, what was the topic yesterday? Like, what was the topic exactly yesterday when y'all was
Thursday, we were going to, like say, prophecy, talking about, what we were going to, how,
I think I left my phone in the car.
talking about Esau getting ready to, basically times up for him. That's what we were going to start off with, but it kind of, the spirit just flowed.
Yeah.
Yeah. yesterday.
I got some topics in mind if y'all don't got none. You got something that you want to go into? Go to Exodus 1. What, it's like 15? What 15 say?
15 is the king of Egypt spake unto the
Yeah, I went into eugenics yesterday with Elder Mike Allah, man. About how they, that's always been a plan to try to get the spirits, those elect spirits out of here. So we can go into that because we got the example in Exodus, we got the example with Haman, we got the example with Yahweh Shai, but the reoccurring theme is it always fails.
Yep.
The same way it's gonna fail in this time. When he get that spirit on him to just try to off us, it ain't gonna work at the end of the day. The elect still gonna, see it through to the end. The kingdom of heaven still gonna be established.
Okay.
So if that bring precepts to mind and just kind of go from there.
So is he setting up for the elect? Jacob's trouble?
Yeah.
I'll get this started now.
Good. Hey, Shalom.
Shalom.
All right, first and foremost, I want to give all praises to the Most High.
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem,
Yahweh Shai,
Ba'ashem,
Ba'ashem,
Rakabradash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. I want to say Shalom to all the brothers and, of course, the few sisters who are pursuing this truth in sincerity. All right, may the blessing of election be upon your house. Now, it's inevitable that this devil, if you get that madman sparing none, if somebody can get that, it's inevitable, but this devil, we're going to become an enemy. He makes up these terms as you look throughout history to criminalize people who don't go along with the status quo, what he deems to be correct. Okay, you can go all the way back, you can look at examples when the Greeks came on the scene. In the Maccabees, it was made illegal for a man to even profess himself to be a Jew. There's going to come a time when the things that we're speaking out against, the prophecies that we're breaking down, is going to be deemed a terroristic act. Okay? So we're getting up on the time where we're not going to be out here on the highways and byways much longer to warn you people. All right, you got that?
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, 70.
Come on.
Second Esdras chapter 16 and verse 70. It says, "For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord."
Yeah, man. So the bulk of Israel, even to this day, is being gathered here in America. You see all those people crossing the border? They're being brought here as well for a great judgment. There's going to be a lot of confusion and violence taking place here in this land. Okay? And the people that they're going to pinpoint to try to attack are going to be those who profess the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, the believers.
Right.
You see? You had something?
I actually went into a lesson today about the insurrection. And that's Esau trying to basically bring those people across the border. You wasn't ready to cause chaos. Ultimately it's the Lord that's setting it up. But it's just like remind me of that time, the Dark Knight with Christian Bale, Batman, when they had all that fighting going on.
Which one was that?
The one with Bane.
Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, when all that fighting that was going on, but with all that fighting going on, what Esau was going to be doing is what Batman and Bane were doing. He was moving people around to find that one particular person they were going to go with. He was looking for Bane.
They're going to use the commotion and all the confusion as justification to get us. When they try to lump us in with the right wing, see all these terms they make up? When they try to lump us in with the right wing or extremist or all these different categories of people they try to make up, when they demonize and attack those people and they lumped us into that category, like the brother's saying, they're going to use that as like a fake 22 to really get who their real target, which is the men of the Lord.
That's right.
Yeah, you read? You finished that, right? Madman's
I think it's yeah, I did.
Okay. Con, you had something? So we're gonna get a couple examples of how they always been trying to get our seed line out of there. Okay. Somebody could also get let us cut their cords. You get that as well. You can get that example in Exodus.
This is Exodus 1 and verse 15. It says.
Well, you can start. You can start it up.
This is Exodus 1 and verse 10. It says, come and let us, you know what, let me go up a little further.
Yeah.
Now, this is verse 8. It says, now there arose a new king over Egypt which knew not Joseph.
Right, because when Joseph was still there, all right, the second in command under Pharaoh, you know, we were a good case in Egypt. The Lord actually set Joseph up so that our people could actually be in that land when the famine hit,
Right.
and be delivered. All right, that vision that Joseph dreamed, it was fulfilled. You see? Go ahead.
And he said unto his people, behold, the people of the children of Israel are more and mightier than we.
We multiplied. Okay? And as you read down this chapter, it's gonna tell you how the Egyptians, they were like, okay, we're gonna put these people in subjugation and make them to work with rigor. But when you put Jake under stress, what Jake gonna do?
Yep.
Excuse my language, but Jake gonna bust a nut.
Yep.
He had a long day at work, man. He gonna get something off. You know, when you stress, Jake gonna get his
stress
rocks
out.
off. We gonna multiply.
Mhm.
You see? Go ahead.
Verse 10, come on, let us deal wisely with them, lest they multiply, and it come to pass that when there falleth out any war, they join also unto our enemies and fight against us.
And I have the suspicion, man, as things go along here, and we're speaking about how America's going to be destroyed and things, that's going to be the narrative in this media.
Yep.
These guys are, you know, they're traitors, and they'll be willing to help the enemy. Although all these people that lay across the border, there's people mixed among them who are going to be agent provocateurs to get this thing rolling, and they're in on that. But they're going to put the blame on men like us. You see?
And that's why they're gonna try to, like you say, because when you go into Albert Pike, what he said, he's gonna cause war with what? With the Islamic nations. They're gonna try to join us again with them to try to say they are basically opposing what we're trying to do here in America. You know, it says, and so get them up out of the land. Therefore they did set over them taskmasters to afflict them with their burdens, and they built for Pharaoh treasure cities, Pithom and Ramses. But the more they afflicted them, the more they multiplied and grew.
Yeah, like I was mentioning earlier, man. The more stress you put Jake under, man, a lot of times they gonna multiply even more so. You see? So that didn't work. So then they had to go to the next phase of their plan. Just like they have phases of their plan here in this time. They trying to poison the food, all these different things. It's like, damn, Jake, he just ain't dying like we need him to die. They poison the air. They're like, okay, we're doing all this stuff to these people, but they just not, it's just not doing what we needed to do.
Hey.
Okay, we're gonna stick them up. We got
Nah, I'm just
we gonna stick them up with the jump shot. Damn, these niggas still ain't dying.
Fucking their food up.
You know what I mean?
trying
All
to
right.
cut them down, trying to slow down the reproductive. You know what I'm saying? They're multiplying, but Esau puts all kind of shit in the foods, man, especially in these snacks, hot chips, all that bullshit, toppings. There's a lot of chemicals in these foods, man. Matter of fact, old boy who made Kellogg's, who made Frosty cornflakes. Yeah, man. They were actually made to stop and what they say, stop children, stop kids from masturbating. To try to cut down the sexual, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Esau and all this shit. And what does Esau promote?
What?
Eat cereals in the morning. Eat this and eat that.
Is that cutting down testosterone then?
Yeah, sure it is. Yeah,
That's probably what it is, cutting down people's testosterone, man.
Mm-hmm.
But we still whoop y'all ass in basketball.
Right.
I'm joking. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's like everything they do, it always ends up failing. Yeah, they're in power right now. The earth, they got the fatness of the earth and all these things. But they can still see, like, damn, we can't get rid of these people. Our plans aren't working to the extent that we want them to.
Right.
You see? And we have examples in Egypt. I want to get the example in Haman, with Yahushua. There's plenty of examples in the scriptures that they never quite get it to the extent that they want to get it to. Yeah, there are going to be many of us that are put to the sword. But the prophecy still stands that a lot of us has to see this place burn.
Right.
So there's going to be many delivered. You see? Go ahead.
It says, back in the middle of verse 12, it says, and they were grieved because of the children of Israel. And the Egyptians made the children of Israel to serve with rigor.
Now, it said they were grieved because of the children of Israel. What's her name? Shora? The greatest threat to Israel is the...
Oh, yeah. The black,
Yeah. So even into this day, the people are grieved because of this word that we speak, because of the prophecies. When we bring out these prophecies, it's a warning or it's a forecast on their destiny, what's going to happen to them. And they're shaken to the core about that. The ones in the know, not these ordinary Edomites walking around here,
Right.
you know, these weirdos. But when the elites constantly see more men rising up, calling on the name, breaking down the prophecy, he knows that his throne is being threatened.
Right.
So he's pacing, he's racing to try to, you know, combat that.
Yep.
Go ahead.
And that would have you, Jake, should realize, you so-called Black, Latino, Native Americans. If they're trying to say Israel, like you, it's the black man is our
Yeah.
biggest threat.
Yeah.
We don't have no country. We don't have no military. Why are we the biggest threat to them? You have to think about that.
Yeah.
Because, like you say, we're the Lord's, the apple of the Lord's eye. And they're basically adversary to the Lord.
But only those in the know who she was really talking about.
Right.
She's talking about those that, you know, are part of the Great Awakening. Those who have woken up back to their heritage, knowing who they are, you know, refraining from the mind frame that, or the wine that this devil has pushed on us. She's not talking about those niggas that are ransacking the stores. She's not talking about the sexy reds and the little babies. She's not talking about those.
Right.
She's talking about those who have come back to their heritage. Okay? You get that, I got a precept where it talks about us, you know.
This is back in first Exodus 1:13. It says, and the Egyptians made the children of Israel to serve with rigor, like I say, with hardship. Verse 14, and they made their lives bitter with hard bondage, in mortar and in brick, and in the manner of service in the field. All their service wherein they made them serve was with rigor. Made everything hard on them,
God.
you know. Yeah.
So in this time, that great awakening, that's what we've been seeing, and it's culminating to its end now, where the doors of repentance are getting ready to be, you know, closed. Because this ministry does have an expiration date. This is Isaiah 44 and verse 4. It says, and they shall spring up as among the grass, as willows by the watercourses. One shall say, I am the Lord's, and another shall call himself by the name of Jacob, and another shall subscribe his hand unto the Lord, and surname himself by the name of Israel. So it's going to be a great awakening coming back, because like it said in Jeremiah 17 and 4, we will be disconnected from our heritage. So this return unto the heritage is a threat to the state of Israel, and to this big lie that the elites have told to everybody. But that was it on the example in Exodus. All right. Oh no, did we get to the part with the baby? Yeah, the baby deletions. And baby deletions go on today, man.
Yep.
Which is a part, you know, that's really a sacrifice to Baal. When you look at all the things that take place today, it's just a renovation of ancient idol worship.
Right.
You see? So with Planned Parenthood, you got Margaret Sanger, who used to be at every Ku Klux Klan rally giving a passionate speech.
Yeah.
We got to get rid of the undesirables. We got to breed out. And then she sets up Planned Parenthood. Who is that geared towards? So they've always been trying to get rid of, again, our seed line. See?
Is she related to PG?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Correlation with
I don't know that much about her. I can find out.
Yeah, I know they try to put a correlation to it. They basically got some relation.
Hey, they're part of that wicked family seed line. They're part of Esau.
Right.
You know, that's close enough.
Huh.
We see the spirit that's in her. It's the same spirit that's in him. You see?
This is Exodus 1:15. It says, and the king of Egypt spake to the Hebrew midwives.
Now check this out. He spoke to the Hebrew midwives. Whenever this devil wants to push an agenda on our people, who does he use to do it? Primarily the Israelite woman, but any Jacob do.
Right.
All right, so that's why they put these degenerates up in front of your face through all the media to push particular vibrations on you, man. God damn. Come on. No, next top model. All right, go ahead.
And the king of Egypt spake to the Hebrew midwives, of which the name of the one was Shipra, and the name of the other Pua. And he said, when ye do the office of a midwife to the Hebrew women,
Yep.
and see them up upon the stools, if it be a son, then ye shall kill him.
So when they go into labor, when you see the Hebrew women going into labor, if it's a boy, kill it. Why? Because the men carry the seed.
Yep.
That's how a seed line continues.
Right.
You know, if you have a bunch of Israelite women out here and they land with men of other nations, they're making those other nations bigger.
Right.
You know, we break down how seed works all the time. You may take physical features from your mother and your father, right? But the Lord is the father of spirits. So the spirit that he puts into a vessel is connected to the seed. So regardless of what a person looks like, that seed, okay, that spirit that's in that person is connected to that seed, and that only can come from a man.
Yep.
You see? Yeah, if you guys got something to say, man, just hop in there, man.
All right.
Go ahead.
And it says, back in verse 16, and then ye shall kill him, but if it be a daughter, then she shall live. Like I said, that's how you know that the seed comes from the man. You can actually put that out there, because that's what they looking at. We're going into, they trying to kill the elect.
Yep.
Just a side note, when you have war, what do? They'll spare some of the women, but they're gonna do what? Put the men to death. And that's why women, like you say, be what? Like causes the spoils of war. But like you say, if it be a man, you're gonna put them to death. You know? And like I say, the elect is gonna be what? Men. Part of that governing body, that heavenly governing body. You know? The 144,000. And that's who Esau is looking to put to death. And he's going to cause chaos to basically sort through this chaos and look for those men that he want to put to death. Ultimately, like I said, his forefather Esau, he want to put the whole nation of Israel to death.
Yep.
That's what he's looking to do. What he said, at the time my father laid to rest, then I'm going to basically do what? Look to seek to kill my brother Jacob. That still is what is on his agenda, on his mind today.
Okay, I want to get you got something, go ahead. I want to get the next example with Yahweh Shai, Matthew 2.
I got it.
2, it's like 13, I think. It's not?
Yeah, it's
16.
You want to start at 16?
Wherever you feel is best.
All right, hold on.
It's 16.
Yeah, it's the point of 16.
The point is 16, yeah.
I started
Talks about
13.
them fleeing into Egypt and all that.
Yeah. I started 13.
Okay.
Matthew 2 and 13, it says, and when they were departed, behold, the angel of the Lord appeared to Joseph in a dream, saying, arise and take the young child and his mother and flee into Egypt.
Now I want to make a point right here. The Lord always provides provision when we're about to be under attack. He always gives us warning on how to move when we're about to be under attack. Okay, what's the people's warning right now? Well, the men of the Lord on the highways and byways. You go to Proverbs 1, it talks about the people setting at naught all the Lord's counsel. So right now, in the spirit, we're the messengers to, angel means messenger, we're the messengers unto the people to warn them, hey, prepare yourselves in the spirit because you're about to be under attack. Okay?
Matthew 2, in the middle of verse 13, it says, arise and take the young child and his mother and flee into Egypt, and be thou there until I bring thee word. For Herod will seek the young child to destroy him. When he arose, he took the young child and his mother by night and departed into Egypt, and was there until the death of Herod, that it might be fulfilled which was spoken of the Lord by the prophet, saying, out of Egypt have I called my son.
Right. So, yeah, prophecy has to be fulfilled. The Lord's always going to move things according to prophecy. And as an Israelite, you need to have a thorough understanding of how things are getting ready to play out in the days to come, so that you're not bamboozled by the wiles of the devil.
Right. Yep.
Go ahead.
Verse 16. Then Herod, when he saw that he was mocked of the wise men, was exceeding wroth, and sent forth and slew all the children that were in Bethlehem and in all the coast thereof, from 2 years old and under, according to the time which he had diligently inquired of the wise men.
Herod knew the prophecies too. So he understood, like, I got to get rid of this child.
Yep. Cut the seed off.
I got to cut this seed off, or my position is going to be threatened. Same with Esau in today's time. He knows he has to cut out, the men of the Lord, because his throne is only promised for a time. See, the blessing that he got from Isaac was temporary. Ours was an everlasting blessing. You see, an eternal kingdom. So he's trying to figure out a way, well, damn, how can I make my kingdom eternal? You see? So he's always going to be attacking that seed. So this is no new thing that's getting ready to play out here on the earth. It's just going to play out, at a much more potent extent than it's ever played out, pursuant to Matthew 24 and 21, Daniel 12 and 1, right? Jacob's trouble. See? So, what mindset? You got something?
Even like during the time of the garden, with Cain and Abel. Cain was pleased. The Lord was pleased with Abel's blessing. Cain was wroth with him. What did he do? He slew him. That's the same thing that Esau is looking to do today. He's basically been wroth with you since that spirit. He's been wroth with the spirit of Israel all the way back then. Now today when you look at it, you think it was C.K. Lewis, the guy that said basically you trying to say that in the racism and Esau, basically you trying to think that that spirit is not in him. Back in the time, even during the time of slavery, in the 30s, 40s, 50s. Like I said, that's just two 75-year-old ladies living back to back. It ain't been that long. So you have that same spirit upon these people that grew up in their grandma's house, their parents' house. So if they hated you just a few years ago, you think that the hatred has left them? The Lord put that spirit on them for what? The day of destruction. They're gonna constantly have that spirit on trying to put you to death. The elites knows the prophecy. You have these bird brain Edomites out here, the ones that these old Joe Blows, they don't know, but some still be in their spirit, but like there's something about them I don't like. Don't like those what they call them darkies.
Well, it's in their programming.
It's in their
When you go to Ezekiel 35 and 5, it says what? Because thou hast had a perpetual, meaning non-stop. You know how Jake go get the Rolex to get the perpetual watch? Ezekiel 35:5, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time when their iniquity had an end. And every time, we were down, Esau was right there to kick us.
Yep.
That nigga go kick you while you down, man. And he's no different. In this day's time, he hasn't changed.
Nope.
Jake think that we just been dealing with Esau wicked ass the past 500 years. No, we've been dealing with this thing going all the way, the spirit that's in here, we've been dealing with it going all the way back to Cain. This nigga's not gonna change, bro. There's no hope for this man. The Lord created, his part in the movie is to be how he's acting.
Right.
It will be against the Lord, Slaki. It will be against the Lord's will for him to be any different.
I'm saying nigga think because Esau let him out the chains and let him get a good job that he didn't change, man.
Right.
He got that studio part.
They tell you in Ecclesiastes, the book of Sirach, that you got it.
Wipe away.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Yeah.
This is Sirach 12 verse. I'll get to verse 10.
Hey, the scripture put you up on game, bro. It talks about those beware a person that winketh at you. You know what I'm saying? He's always wink. Hey, buddy, he can wink at you and shit.
Hey, bud.
Yeah, he gave me the gun.
Yeah, beware of him, man. You know what I'm saying? Because hey, just like the Kahan going into, man, just look at his track record. This man is not trustworthy.
Bad credit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Horrible credit. You want to establish a social credit score, nigga. Your social credit score is, nigga, that shit is under the,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And all of a sudden he got the right to say, oh, this person's good or bad. Nigga, no. You are not the beacon of morality.
No.
And the world is beginning to see that, man. Your shame is being seen. See? Go ahead.
Sirach, Ecclesiasticus 12 and 10. It say, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him.
Yeah, nigga think just because he smile and he bring donuts to work, that this nigga just changed. You know? Esau hates you, bro. He ain't let you know that he spit on that or put a book on that donut, man. You know?
Damn.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Oh man, oh shit. Don't trust this devil,
Don't
man.
trust him.
You know?
nigga adjusted his sack and then
Yeah.
touched your food. Hey, here you go, Jamal. Here you go, man.
You want something back? I gave you some.
It's on me, man.
Yeah,
it's on
right.
me.
Yeah, no, I'm cool, bro.
Oh my goodness. The thing about iron too, like in that scripture, it's gonna rust.
Yeah.
That's a for sure thing. You don't have to guess. Well, maybe this is just some forever iron. No, it's gonna rust.
Right.
Go ahead, read that again from the top.
Yeah. It says, verse 11. It says, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take. I started verse 10.
Go ahead. Let's do it from there. Do it from there.
It says, Sirach 12 and 10, Ecclesiasticus, never trust thine enemy, for like as an iron rusteth, so is his wickedness.
Right.
Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as thou hast wiped a looking glass.
So if you had to pick a people on the earth that were disingenuous and fit this bill, who'd like to come off as like, oh, I got your back, bud. What nation of people would that be? The Bible talks about nations.
Right.
And there's two main nations in the scriptures. You got Jacob and Esau. These two nations are enemies. Okay? When you go by the prophecies of the book, the nation of Edom will be in rulership when the Lord was getting ready to return. So the list starts to get short. If you can get a pulse on what I'm saying.
Right.
Okay?
And thou shalt know that his rust has not been altogether wiped away.
Right, so we went into iron, how it's a for sure thing that it's gonna rust. It's not something that you gotta question or wonder about. You're gonna see that rust. Whenever you look at these different movies, the 12 Years a Slave and all of that, and it might make the slave master seem cool at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
But eventually, he's gonna show his horns. And we're telling our people in this time, man, he's getting ready to show his horns. He's already been showing his horns. But it's been in a way to where it's dressed up for your benefit. No, he's getting ready to be blatant about it here soon. Okay? But by then, it's gonna be too late.
Exactly.
Hey, really, shit. Hey, ain't no fucking Edomite slave master cool. Like they try to, nigga, you oppressing my people.
They try to make it seem like, oh, he didn't really want to own those slaves.
Right.
Ain't nothing wrong with slavery either. Because they going into slavery. I want to own them.
Yeah.
Right. I'm gonna make a 12 years of what's the Edomite name?
1,000 years of slave.
Yeah, 1,000 years of slave. Okay, come on. If you're gonna have 1,000 years of slave movie, it's just really gonna be a reality show.
Right.
It's like reality shows so much, you whole ass nigga.
Yeah.
Our people have been completely poisoned in the mind with how many reality shows you done put up.
Bro.
Every single woman, every dude, their personality is based off of, and that shit started with that Flavor Flav shit. Remember that?
Yeah, it did.
Remember that Flavor of Love shit?
Yeah.
Women started mimicking the behaviors that they were seeing on that TV screen.
And they try to basically, even now, try to make it say, well, look at these Edomite women. They do that too. So they got these, what is it, women of Dallas and different things. They have Edomites on there, but the thing is, they don't do all this fighting as what these so-called black women do.
Bro,
I mean, it be some
you look at the Kardashian show, they got different problems on their show.
different problems.
It's just like they just chilling.
Yeah.
Right.
But you look at Love and Hip Hop, these bitches about to cut a bitch.
Bro,
Bad
fight.
Girls Club.
Bad Girls Club. They catching charges on these shows. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What Esau does for the Israelite community is he sells trauma.
Yep.
Black culture is trauma based and a death culture.
Yep.
So it's not something that we want anything to do with.
Right.
Especially if you know who your power is, you know what people you come from. We have nothing to do with black culture. Really, when you look back in our actual history, what we're about, the trauma that we got always came from being disobedient to the Lord.
Exactly. Show that how he do, Jake. What do you do when you put on these reality shows? He don't be like, well, we're gonna do something constructive, taking the art shows and have them talk and be more civil. They say, well, let's get them more drink much as they can, take them on these little trips, have them drink some more. Next thing you know, you have all out brawl.
Yeah, it's never the doctors of Atlanta.
No.
The lawyer, and they wicked too. But it's never an image to get Jake to have some kind of order about himself. He uplifts the most degenerate of our people, and then they get rewarded financially and with status, material things, this illusion of freedom from the curses. Because that's what Jake is seeking. He don't know that. But he's trying to get some kind of relief from the curses. So what Esau do is he'll take these degenerate people, and they might not even be degenerate, but they're encouraged behind the scenes to be a particular way in front of that camera, and they get rewarded for it. So now Jake says, okay, if I'm this way, I can, get some alleviation.
They get paid more.
Yeah, from the curses.
Sirach 13 and verse 4 in the GNT, it says, a rich person will use you as long as he can profit from it.
Damn.
There you go.
Who is that?
Yep. It says, but when you need him, he will leave you helpless.
Ooh, and P. Diddy need Esau right now. He need them niggas.
Yeah.
But hey, they left him high and dry. They like, you served your purpose, bro.
Yep.
You on your own. Now you out here looking bad. But that's how they do every Jake. Every Jake that has gotten bad with the so-called white man.
Yep.
You look at the end of their life, the latter years of their life, they let all the dirt come out about them.
Bill Cosby.
Yeah, Prince.
Bro.
Or even if they don't got dirt, they'll make dirt.
Yeah.
So why do our people keep falling for the okie doke? This man is the devil that the Bible speaks of.
What's up for you, man?
You understand? Go ahead.
That was it.
Oh, he had something?
Yes.
No.
This is Baruch 4 and start at verse 6. It says, ye were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, because ye have moved Yahweh Shah to wrath.
And that's a big stumbling block for Jake. Because Jake's thought process that don't know this truth, they'll say within themselves, but if there's a God, why has let all this happen to us?
Right.
Here's the answer. Read that again.
It says, verse 6, Baruch 4 and 6. Ye were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because ye moved Yahweh Shah to wrath.
So our people were put in this situation. We're under these curses. We're in this predicament because of our own disobedience. Because again, I'm going to say it again, Jake comes to the conclusion, man, if there's a God, this Bible is real, why the Lord let all this happen to us? Because it's our family book and we're disobedient. So this is our whooping. When you in your father's house, you follow your father's rules, and what happens? He gets on your ass. So right now, the scriptures is telling you why we got sent into captivity in the first place. Again,
Ye were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because ye moved Yahweh to wrath.
why? How? By serving other gods. Okay? All these philosophies that Jake cling to, he puts more faith in that than the instructions of the Most High. Now, get Jeremiah 3 real quick. I'm going to give an example. A real palatable example that most people could, understand. The Most High likens our nation, the so-called Black, Latino, and Native American people, he likens us unto his wife. To commit idolatry, which is to serve another God, is like sleeping with another man. If your woman out there sleeping with other men, niggas sweating all on her, bust on her back, she gonna have to be she gonna have to really repent to get back in your good graces. Right now, we're trying to get back in our husband's good graces. You got Jeremiah 3 and 1? Yeah, Kind of, go ahead. I'll slide down this way. Okay. Yeah, Jeremiah 3 and 1.
This is Jeremiah.
I got your stuff. Go ahead.
Jeremiah 3, verse 1. It reads, they say if a man put away his wife and she go from him and become another man's, back in Jeremiah 3 and 1. It says, they say if a man put away his wife and she go from him and become another man's, shall he return unto her again?
All right, so if a man put away his wife and she lays with another man and she tries to come back, what does the scripture say about that?
Shall not the land be greatly polluted?
She's polluted. It's like, damn, I don't even want to deal with this woman no more. But you got to realize we're the woman. We were the one that were disobedient.
Right.
We the one that clung unto other gods and different philosophies and thought we knew better than the Most High's way. Okay, go ahead.
But thou hast played the harlot with many lovers, yet return again to me, saith the Lord.
Because most dudes, you wouldn't take that woman back. But the mercy that the Lord has, he's actually taking us back. So right now is that grace period where we get to learn about our heritage again, come back to the Lord before he destroys this place.
That's right.
because America's in the scriptures and it's prophesied to be burned. But this is that grace period where we get the opportunity to get back in good graces with our husbands so we can get back into the house.
Right.
Now the scriptures say, you got more on that? That's pretty much it on that. You had something? Okay, go ahead.
This is Isaiah 54:6. For the Lord hath called thee as a woman forsaken. Isaiah 54:6. For the Lord hath called thee as a woman forsaken and grieved in spirit, and the wife of youth, when thou wast refused, said thy power. For a small moment have I forsaken thee, but with great mercies I will gather thee.
So the Lord is balanced. Great judgment is going to come down on this place, but also great mercy is being extended right now through the men. You're being warned. We got the example with Yahweh Shai, how the angel came in and warned Joseph, hey, you need to get up out of here. Herod's on his bullshit. So whenever we're about to be under attack, the Lord's going to extend that mercy so that we can understand how to move in the time that we're in. But that time is getting short right now. It's getting real short. You see? All right, Matthew, I had a precept for y'all. So Matthew, just the back of what we read. Hey, Shalom, brother. Matthew 26, Shalom. No, 26 and 59, because we've been getting examples, Bon. We've been getting examples of all the times the nations have had to try to cut our seed line out of the earth. We got the example in Exodus, in Egypt. We just got that example with Yahweh Shai. And I wanted the third example, just to make it full circles, I want to get the example with Haman. Matthew 26 and 59. Now the chief priests and elders and all the council sought false witness against Yahweh Shai to put him to death. Now I want to bring up this example because you got those of our own people who are going to aid Esau's agenda, even in this time.
Right.
You got to remember, man, all those spirits that were murmuring in the wilderness, saying crucify, crucify him, these guys that I just read about, they're back here today upon the earth, man. And they're gonna come back and fulfill their lot.
Right.
But again, the reoccurring theme, as we mentioned before, is that it always fails. Yeah, many of us, are going, get put to the sword, but a lot of us are gonna make it, man, and see the destruction of this place. So that prophecy is fulfilled. We win in the end. You see?
That's right.
You got something over here? Yeah, that example with Haman, and if brothers got precepts, bring them on out. But after this example with Haman, man, we can kind of branch off into other topics. I just wanted to get 3 different examples and just kind of make it full circle so that you can see that, we don't got to worry about how this devil is moving. It's not for him to win. It's not in the cards for him to win. Looking with carnal eyes, it seems like he's up. But we know at the end of the day how things are supposed to play out. We have faith and confidence in our power, man. That everything he said is going to be fulfilled exactly how he said it was. You got it?
Yeah. I'm going to start at the top and kind of jump to
Go on.
Haman. It's Esther 3 verse 1. It says, after these things did King Ahasuerus promote Haman, the son of Haman, Hammedatha, an Agagite, and advanced him and set his seat above all the princes that were with him. And the king and all the king's servants that were in the king's gate bowed and reverenced Haman.
Right, so Haman was set up in a high position, all right? And he was given honor.
Yeah.
People were had to respect him and bow to this man.
Yep.
And I'll draw this parallel with Esau today. That whole Kyrie situation, they wanted that man to apologize and kind of bow down and show reverence. They get off on our people bowing down and showing him reverence.
Right.
That's something that just gets them going. The whole world had to stop for that man to apologize.
Right. And you gotta think about it. He said Haman was an Agagite. Now, when you go back to 2 Samuel 15,
Right.
he was a descendant from what? King Agag, and that goes into Agag and him, basically. And we'll get into that. Like you said, what the Lord told to do with the king of Agag and what he was a what? Edomite.
Yep.
There's back in verse 2, it says, "For the king has so commanded concerning him, but Mordecai bowed not,
Mordecai bowed not.
nor did him reverence."
And the elect aren't going to be bowing to this image that he sets up here today. We saw a small example of that a few years ago with the jump shot. You had many people that even knew they were Israelites that bowed down, that looked to that jump shot for salvation instead of the Most High. So we got a preview of those who are truly rooted and those who are not. All right, the elect, we're not going to depend on anything that this devil has to offer for salvation or for protection.
Right.
Okay, we're going to depend on our Father, on our power. You see? Go ahead.
It says, I'll jump down.
Yeah, just get
It's,
on.
verse 5. It says, "When Haman saw that Mordecai bowed not, nor did reverence, then was Haman full of wrath. And he thought scorn to lay hands on Mordecai alone, for they had showed him the people of Mordecai, wherefore Haman sought to destroy all the Jews."
So those who don't want to bow in this time, we're drawing the parallels to that New World Order, that don't want to take that charagma, they got to go. In this devil's mind, we got to get them out the way. That's what's getting ready to play out in the earth. So it's gonna take a man endowed with a special kind of faith to make that stance.
Right.
The same way Daniel with his boys, they didn't want to bow. The same way. So when you read these stories, these are not stories, I'm not gonna say, when you read these accounts of our forefathers, man, you gotta pray for that kind of faith. You gotta put yourself, envision yourself in those same kind of situations. Because everything that we know, all the precepts we know, we're gonna have to actually put it in practice here soon.
Right.
See? You got something?
If I could quickly mention, like you say, we mentioned Haman was a Haggagite, from the house of Agag, which was the Edomite.
Yeah.
Now, just thinking about it, when it said it, he said that he was looking to kill Mordecai. But then when he thought about it, he was like, oh, he's a Jew.
He's like, I gotta get let me just get all these niggas.
I gotta get all these niggas out the way. He might have thought back like, you remember what he did to my forefather, the Agagite. They was actually intending to do what? Kill all of the, Samuel told Saul to go do what? Kill every man, beast, woman, every Edomite out there.
The scripture said, kill everything that breathes, leave nothing that breatheth.
Yep. And then what happened when he brought forth? Agag still got slaves. So Haman probably had that on his mind and said, "Oh, he's a Jew.
Yeah.
He's a Hebrew. Let's try to kill all of them."
Yeah.
That's what he said, a decree.
Yeah, right. So it was a decree that we was to get them up out of there in that way.
Mm-hmm.
But people are, oh man, that's the Lord's will. Whatever the Lord has laid out, I'm down.
Yep.
But that's going to be fulfilled in the kingdom, man. After they served that 1,000-year period of slavery, Obadiah 1 and 18 is going to take place. And when you read Obadiah 1 and 18, you actually think about it, it's really a mercy deal.
Yeah.
Because the slavery that they're going to serve is going to be twice as bad as ours. 1,000 years of something twice as bad as what we went through. It's going to be mercy for they're gonna be like, yes, I'm tired of being here. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's gonna be, it's really mercy. So even in the destruction that's coming his way, the Lord is showing him mercy. And who knows, the Lord might take those spirits and put them in another pot.
Looking for death and cannot find it.
Yeah. Yeah, something I see you over here. Yeah, something. Yeah. So that was it on that? God. So those are 3 examples for you, so that you can see, man, that the nations have always been set against us to cut those cords. We never got that in Psalms 2, did we? Yeah, let's get that in Psalms 2, just to cap this whole point, this theme off. And somebody get Psalms 83 too if they want. Yeah.
All right, this Psalms chapter 2 and verse 1. Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord and against his anointed, saying, let us break their bands asunder and cast away the cords from on us.
Yeah, because they know they're subject to the decrees of the Most High. So all the nations are trying to figure out a way, how can we circumvent the script? Because it's the Most High's movie. Things are going according to how he's really mapped them out. So all the nations, like it says in Psalms 83, they're confederate against us because they're trying to find a way to circumvent themselves from the subjugation that they got to serve, because all nations are going to be put under the authority of the nation of Israel. That's what we got coming to us, man. We have a rulership mentality. We're not trying to get a piece of the pie here in Babylon or America. We know that the bakery was promised to us.
Right.
You see?
Hey, they got a thing called the 10-step plan of the New World Order, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, the Elder Bond had put us on to it, man. But
let's get some of it. Yeah. Let's see what they say. Precepts come out of that. Yeah.
All right.
10-step plan. Is that the same as the 2030 plan? 2030 initiative?
I don't know if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, probably got some of the same themes in it.
All right, it says the 10-point plan of the New World Order. It says, or how to prepare the way of the Antichrist. It says the strategy, the 10-point charter of Alice Bailey adopted by the UN. It says the purpose to change Judeo-Christian traditions or to redeem the nations from Judeo-Christian traditions.
Right.
To redeem, to break the son of them bands, man. They're trying to set themselves free from the cords of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man.
Make null and void. And that's the whole thing with the Noah Harari, the Pope trying to rewrite the Bible, to make the fact check the Bible. They gonna fact check our family book.
Right.
Think about that. Noah Harari, I've probably been saying that man's name wrong, but I really don't give a shit.
I don't
Okay? He's saying that we don't need God, we can make our own water. They're trying to make our heritage, our power null and void, which is really a proud thing to do. What's the next one on that list?
It says, number 1, take God and prayer out of the education system.
Which they've done. It's even taboo to speak about the Most High in this society. In case, you bring it up at work, it's like, you're not supposed to bring up God or politics.
Right.
It's taboo or frowned upon to bring up the Most High in this country. In the West, period. Go ahead.
All right, number 2, it says reduce parental authority over the children.
Yeah, so that's a big part. A big part of that was getting the women in the workforce. To really get to those children, because women are the first teachers of the children.
Right.
I know we get on the women a lot, and a lot of them may think, oh, you guys, you just think we're good for them. No, you're supposed to echo the sentiment of the man. So when we teach and bring out, okay, yeah, well what the man has laid down the instructions, the woman is supposed to echo that to the children.
Right.
Okay. So she's the first teacher of the children, and she echoes the rules or the structure from her man. She echoes that to the children. But when she's not there, who's giving the children their structure or their foundation?
State.
Who's raising the children up in the way? Raise a child up in the way that he should go, so when he's old, he should not depart from it. That isn't happening. They're being raised up by Baal. They're being raised up in a vibration that says, oh, you can choose whatever you want to be.
Yep.
So when they get old, that's the vibration, that's the foundation they're going to cling onto.
Yep. What are they teaching them in school? Teaching them there's multiple genders.
It's a spectrum.
You see, you don't even have to be a human anymore. They got a such thing as furs. They call in school where if a child, saying that he a cat, they gotta allow that shit. Right. You see,
this shit crazy.
Yep.
So they might put a collar on that little nigga then.
One of them supposed to be at home.
Put a flea collar on it.
He's an animal. He's supposed to be at home. But that's what when Aaron Russo he had the interview with with Alex Jones.
Right,
and
right.
What did he say that he was I forgot which Rockefeller it was, but he was saying that which one was
Nick Rockefeller.
Nick Rockefeller. And what did he tell him? He told him that what do you think? Why you brought? We basically brought up women's lib. Why do you think we did that? It's like so we can get the women on the into the workforce and get the kids in school earlier to indoctrinate. You know?
Yeah. They had to replace the fathers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the Greater Society Act in the 60s for the women to get government aid, the man couldn't be in the home. Now you got the women in the workforce. Now the state is raising the children.
Right.
Who clears what gets put in the textbooks and all of that? What's taught in the schools?
Yep.
Man, the Rockefeller, which is the American branch of the Rothschilds, that's already been bought and paid for. The medical, setup and the educational setup already. So now they've become the fathers in the home.
Right.
Like the scriptures say, if you want to spoil a man's good, you must first bind the strong man. I'm paraphrasing. The strong man was bounded up here, but by some divine intervention, you have the Israelite man standing back up, which is, their plans never quite get to where they wanted to get. There's always a wrench being thrown by the Most High in their plans.
Right. All right. It says, going back to number 2, it says reduce parental authority over the children. It says, she said, break the communication between parent and child. Why? So that the parent do not pass on their Christian traditions to their children. Liberate children from the bondages of their parents' traditions.
All right.
Promote access child rights. It says, today a child is able to say to parent, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to do what you are telling me. Teacher cannot talk to children. It says, teachers cannot talk to children. Children step up and say, I have my rights. You cannot talk to me like that. So basically giving the child, giving the child rights. A little fucking child, man.
That his brain ain't fully developed.
That's crazy.
A little child, he has no understanding about how to survive, right? But you gonna tell him that you gonna give him permission to cut his rod off? Children are impressionable. They're like little sponges. They can be molded into whatever you need them to be molded into.
When it says C, I started at B, it says abolish corporal punishment. This has been made law. On the other hand, the Bible says don't withhold correction from a child, for if you beat him with a rod, he will not die.
Yeah.
You shall beat him with a rod and deliver his soul from hell.
So there's that's why you see this complete lack of accountability amongst the men and the women.
Right.
When people do something wrong, they get offended if you call them out on it. Nobody could actually grow in the spirit or grow as a person here because they're not able to take correction.
Yeah.
So when it's introduced to them, they look at it as hate.
Right.
That's why even in Israel, when we get on somebody for going off, they say what? Oh man, y'all hating. They're so unaccustomed to a fatherly figure or correction that whenever they see it, it's so foreign to them that it must be something bad. You understand?
Yeah.
And at that point, they've succeeded for the most part.
Yep. I got it. This is more, bro.
Okay, go ahead.
It says, note, Yahushua said in the last days, wickedness will increase. There will be rebellion and children will not obey their parents. It says, see, teachers are the agents of implementation. Yeah. Teachers are the agents of implementation.
So these kids, they go to college, they learn to be a teacher, and they're taught a bunch of different tactics to basically brainwash their children unto drinking the wine, the philosophy of the wicked. You see? So now you have these and a lot of these teachers, man, you get around them and you realize this guy's a mo.
Yep.
This lady, she's willing to do anything.
Right.
Yeah, you got it.
I said they allow these people around children, man. You know what I'm saying? What do? They push that shit upon your children while you at work, man. You see,
8 hours a day.
these different teachers, they got a curriculum that they get put that the government gives them to push out onto the children, man.
Right.
The states give them, man, and they gotta teach according to this curriculum, man. You best believe on that fucking curriculum that it's all kind of wickedness on there, man. All kind of BS that they trying to indoctrinate and implement into your children, man.
Yep.
That's why it's a constant. Brothers that have children in the truth, that shit is hard, man. You see, your child away from you most of the damn day, and then a little time you do get with your child, you tired. You see, but you still gotta try to pump your vibration to get that fucking worldly ass, wicked fucking vibration that these goddamn demons been pushing in your child for 8 hours.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You try to, man, bro.
And then they get home, if they watching TV or anything like that, it's in the shows.
Yeah.
So your little 30, 45 minutes of talking to them versus
40 hours a week. They got your kids 40 hours a week.
Really? 'Cause, like they watching the TV when they get home or they watching something, you know? So really it might be more like 10, 12 hours a day.
Yeah.
So they working 12-hour shifts. they going to the Temple of Baal for 12 hours a day.
Right.
As soon as they walk in that classroom, you see every classroom they got that rainbow flag in there.
Yeah.
So they're going to a place with a vibration that's contrary to righteousness for the bulk of their day.
Yep. So there's no correction being pushed out, no righteous correction. Let me say that, man.
Right.
See, they let the children they basically do what they feel.
Right.
See, yo, you feel like a girl, Tommy? You be that. This is your free space. You can be whatever you want. You know. Then you go, man, that's why we gotta get the fuck out of this place, man.
Sure.
Man, Esau is smart. Check this out, right? You know what? Like the most important time of your brain is in the morning time, right?
Right.
You go through these different theta waves and stuff, right? So it says the brain when it wakes, it says when the brain when it wakes has transitioned from deep sleep data waves into theta waves, which are important for memory, learning, and problem solving. So your kid got to go to bed about 8:30, 9 at night to get up at 5, 6 in the morning to get ready for school. They come out the deep sleep stage, but that's the most impressive time in the morning is when you're going through that theta stage because you're more acceptable of learning. So now they're indoctrinating our kids with this. You could be a cat, you could do this. They're not knowing, but they soaking that shit up, man. Hey, that's very important, man.
They're receiving it on a really deep internal level. You understand? They're receiving it on a real deep spiritual level.
And you got them from kindergarten to 12. Now they programmed to go to college, so now they operate how they want them as employees and to be with the state and against the parents.
Right.
This Job 33 and 15. It says, in a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon man in the slumberings of the bed, then he opened the ears of man and sealed their instructions. So Yahweh, he does that in righteousness. But this devil's trying to do it in wickedness. Right there it said that deep sleep, when somebody's really acceptable, that's why I was on the back up. Let me read it again. Because the Lord does it in righteousness, right? Job 33 and 15. In a dream, in the vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon man, and slumberings upon the bed, then he opened up the ears of man and sealed their instruction. So he's trying to program the kids. They still in that state of where they're spiritually susceptible to, you know, hey, do this, do that. This is okay. You should be like this. And they hit them with it. They hit the ground running. Boom. You know?
Hey man, this generation is horrible, bro.
Out of there, man.
It wasn't nothing like this shit when we was in school, man. I mean, when we used to get our ass, bro. They used to allow the principal to whoop our ass, yeah, bro. Yeah. Now they took that shit out of school, bro. They're like that shit, bro, just went downhill. That's why brothers, as you know what I'm saying, this younger generation in the truth, man, you lucky, man. You blessed. You know what I'm saying? Because these niggas, the rest of these niggas out here, these little young niggas, man, these niggas is through, bro.
They monsters.
Man, bro.
There's no lines that they won't cross. I mean, shoot. A lot of these dudes that's, you know, people used to look at gangster music and all that. A lot of these kids that call themselves gangsters, they faggots today.
Right.
They're in a zesty spirit, man.
Yep.
So like when somebody's in that spirit, like it talks about in Romans 1, there's no lines that they won't cross.
Right.
That's why I list off all those characteristics at the bottom of that chapter.
This is Psalms 131 and 12. It says, if thy children would keep my covenant and my testimony, that I shall teach them, their children shall also sit upon the throne forever. You know, so when you teaching your child, we're supposed to have different ways. Israel had different ways of raising and teaching our kids than these, like I said, in the Edomites and other nations. You know, so what Esau tried to do, like I said, he want to take our kids away from us at an early age so he can raise them up a way that he wants.
Yep.
Now our kids are, you know, Jake, they do the most. You know, they were raised up this way, they're going to basically flown it.
Yeah.
You know, now that's why you got these sexy reds and all these different degenerate kids that's growing up.
Sukiana.
Yeah, and they put them right on the forefront to show these things. That's why we were just reading in Esther, you know, with Haman. We kept reading it. He said basically, he wrote a decree to the king saying basically, they're not following your way. These are the Israelites. These are people. They're following. They basically are following the ways of themselves, not the ways of the king.
They're prone to rebellion.
Yep.
That's what he was supplying to the king. That these people, you got a rebellious people that can overthrow your kingdom, and it's festering. You don't even know about it, right under your nose. That's what he was. That's the game he was giving the king, man.
Yeah, it's vocab.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, that's
That's
vocab for sure.
That nigga Haman.
That nigga definitely Haman.
If you was something.
Yeah,
right.
Kango. He had a different hat on back then.
That's why when you had like in these like in the earlier times in like the 19 what's it 30s 40s 50s the nation of Israel, the nucleus of the family was still together, and it was basically, even though we was under this oppression, we was still flourishing as a family.
Bro,
You know?
40 years out of slavery, we had our own banks and hospitals, towns.
Yep.
We were flourishing as a people. That narrative that Charles Darwin wanted to push and all that we were undesirables.
Right.
That was BS. 40 years out of that captivity, man, we had the most booming cities in this country.
Yep. It got to a point where Esau had to go to our banks to get money from us.
Yeah.
They had to borrow money from us.
Yeah.
You know?
Now, I watched the interview earlier today, just going into, the deep sleep and the mental programming. Michael Jackson had an interview and he was talking about, he was actually going into what we just went into in Job 33. He says there's particular frequencies you can put your songs in. There's a way that you structure the song so that when people chant it, it goes past their regular consciousness. It'll start to seep into their deeper consciousness, and they'll become what the song that they're singing. So Esau knows that as well. So that's why you don't even have like music anymore with actual instruments.
Yeah.
Everything's computerized. It's like it's a plague of mediocrity. Because back 50 years ago, you had to go in there and actually play the instrument.
Yeah.
The music, it had a richer feel. It had a soul about it. This music today, man, is all synthesized, soulless, violence. There's no spirit behind it.
Right. No. Oh, it's not recording. Oh, I thought you did for the ride.
It's not recording?
We're going 10%.
Okay, I have to plug it up. Somebody speak while you're going. The water.
Hey, like I said, now they got what? They don't use actual instruments. They do electronic frequency. Electronic beats. That's what Esau set up. I know you like going to the different frequencies and hertz.
Yeah, bro.
You know?
He knows.
It's
He
supposed to
mastered
be-
it. It's something called a non-uses of music.
Yeah.
Arithmetic, art, music. He took those things which was good for us as Israelites and took it and mastered that shit on the evil level, man.
Yep.
You got it, bro.
440 hertz is supposed to be 432. Everything is 440.
Yep.
Especially rap and R&B, hip hop and R&B, 440.
That's how children learn by song, by rhythm.
Yep.
They, the ABC song, all that, man. Esau, like brothers are going into, Esau, scripture say that nigga is wiser than Daniel, man.
Right.
And just going off what the elder was reading about the theta waves, man. Like, bro, this nigga, shit. Bro, man, the Lord is just revealing what this nigga's doing more and more, man. You see? That's wicked, man. He's taking your children away from you in the prime of the time you're supposed to be truly installing, the instructions, man, of your how about Shemi Al-Shah in them, man. But instead, you at work, and now during those important years, they said from 7 to 12, during those important years. And what is 12? 12 is when in the scripture when a boy becomes a man.
Yep.
You see, Esau takes him away, and he makes him what he thinks is a man. He indoctrinates them, man. You know what I'm saying, with his bullshit. You know what I'm saying, instead of what truly makes you a man. You know what I'm saying? You follow the ways of the law, statute, and commandments of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man.
Understanding righteous judgment.
Yep.
Nobody has strong stances on anything in this country. Well, majority of people don't. A lot of people are like, well, I don't know,
Yeah,
you know, it's if they love is love, if they want to do that, they can do this and do it. Nobody has a sense of, hey, this is what's right and this is what's wrong. The scriptures give you that. If a boy is brought up in a proper household with the father in the house, he's given that foundation. So that when he's out in the world and he encounters particular spirits, he's able to say, okay, no, okay, you cool. No, I don't do that. We don't do that here. This is how we should go about these things. He's not going to be like a group thinker or have the hive mind, just kind of go along with the flow of society. He's not going to be that way. He can be a leader of men, you see? Yeah, something?
Oh, I still got something in this article.
Yeah.
All right, just back in this article, the 10-point plan of the New World Order. It says number 3. It says destroy the Judeo-Christian family structure, or the traditions of Christians, or the tradition of Christian.
The nuclear family.
Yep.
When you look at movements like BLM, where they took it down, but their moniker was basically what to uproot the nuclear family.
Yep. All right, I'm gonna jump down here. I'm gonna jump to number 6. They ain't let me get all of it.
Okay.
But number 6, it says make most sexuals and alternate lifestyles. And then we see, you don't code words. You know what I'm saying? And it's clear to see Esau's making that an alternate lifestyle, man. He's making that the new way. That's why they add more shit onto this goddamn man. This alphabet game, man. You know? It says Alice Bailey preached that sexual enjoyment is the highest pleasure in humanity. No one must be denied and no one must be restricted how to enjoy themselves.
Yeah, so that's why you have who owns the Pornhub? You know it's a rabbi that owns the Pornhub? That's why you see like there's sex is pushed in everything. Sex is oversaturated in this place to the point to where a man, if he has a phone in his hand, he don't got the spirit with him, it's hard for him to think straight throughout the day. Yeah, man. When a man is aroused and put in that particular state, he can't function properly.
Yep.
You know? So Jake is constantly being in a state where he's being aroused and he's put in a mode where he's seeking pleasure and not focused on, building.
Right, yeah.
You know?
It says people should be allowed in whichever way they choose they want, whether it is homosexuality or in incest or bestiality, as long as the two agree. Bro, goodness gracious. And that's what you. Yeah, go ahead, bro.
So that's why you got there's so many porn sites. You can hop on. Anybody can just hop on a porn site and just look at that all day. It's people that that's all they do.
Right.
He made everything accessible to destroy yourself.
Man, to be consumed by it, man. It's easy to be consumed by shit in America, man, because Esau, he does it for a reason. It's like you walking in we got a 7-Eleven right there. There's shit in there, everything in that motherfucker can destroy your ass. Yep. From the food, from the fucking water, from the goddamn cigarettes that Esau is selling. He makes it really, he gives you the freedom, that's the freedom that you have,
accessible.
Freedom to destroy yourself.
Yep.
You see?
Yeah, I can see. This is Psalms 55:3. It says, because of the voice of the enemy, because of the oppression of the wicked, for they cast iniquity upon me, and in wrath they hate me. So like I said, all these things the brothers are bringing out, Esau is giving you these certain things, like I say, the Pornhub, these things for what? To destroy yourself. Wow. They do whatever they can.
Got goddamn dress on.
Oh my goodness.
There you go. Hey, so it ain't like, so like say you're being oppressed, but they give you these things to destroy yourself.
Yep.
They're not gonna give you anything that's gonna be good to you. That's why even with the music, somebody back in the day you had in the early 90s, or late 80s, early 90s, you had like these rappers that was rapping positive,
Yeah.
they had this song
Conscious.
Self-Destruction.
Conscious.
Yeah. They had, what was that? It was Self-Destruction. That was a song that I used to hear when I was younger with all these rappers coming together and talk about putting down drugs and uplifting the people. And then right after that, what they do, they come together and bring you like NWA.
Yep.
All these different things talking about let's get together and shoot one another. You know what I'm saying? Anything that destructive to you, and they put it out there for you to receive it. And like I said, that vibration goes upon our people. And now what's the vibration now? Drill music. You know what I'm saying? Being basically all these female rappers now is just talking about popping on the handstand. That is something that they're giving you, and our people take it in and absorb it.
And look, that's not for us. That's for these the little kids.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They open to that. They can listen to it all day in the morning time, things of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't trying to. They targeting the little kids right now
Yeah,
with that
right.
music, man.
That nigga Charleston White, he actually made a good point.
Yeah,
He was like, shit, I gotta drive to school, and even on the radio, my kids gotta listen to this. My little daughter gotta listen to this on the radio. That stuff actually on the actual radio.
Yep. Girls like girls where I'm from.
Yep.
Playing that shit on the fucking radio, bro.
Yeah.
And kids riding the bus. I remember riding the bus. They used to have it on
Yeah.
the local, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
White radio
yeah.
station, black radio station. Bro.
Shawty want a thug.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bottles in the club.
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
Yeah.
And when you think about even the tone and the melody when she's saying that song, it's like a chant. It's like a little
Yeah.
seance.
Yep.
Yeah.
A lot of these songs you'll listen to, it's like, damn, this sounds like a seance. The way they chant. Is, oh my goodness.
Then here it is. You try to tell your baby mama, get some information. Like I tell my daughter, mom, hey man, play some Mozarts, man.
Cut that shit
Fuck
off.
that hip hop, fuck that R&B how we grew up on.
Right.
We ain't gotta fuck that. Play Mozarts, man. When she be with me, I play Mozarts.
Yeah.
She be chilling. So
Yeah.
She like it. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Hey man.
I remember the other day, man, I woke up, you know what I'm saying, my son, getting ready to go to work, getting ready to go to school.
Yeah.
That's why I don't like him being on YouTube. He got on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And it was
Yeah.
some fucking rock and roll, something fucking over here. I was like, nah,
Like, what the
I
fuck
cut
you
that
doing,
shit out.
dude?
I'm too early for this shit.
I'm gonna chunk that phone
Yeah,
out
man,
and
I'm
toilet.
broke.
Hey, but all in the movies,
Damn, bro.
back in the day, like in the 90s and the 80s, they'll show the parents in the movies like, oh, that damn music.
Yeah,
And we used to
yeah,
look at
there
the
you go.
parents like, man, they tripping.
Yeah.
But now I get it. You
Yeah,
get it now.
yeah.
You like, yo,
The vibration.
no, I guess, they're right. Cut that
Yeah.
shit off,
Yeah.
man.
Shit off.
Yep. Yeah,
Brought to you by the devil. Shit, he saw himself.
You notice when the whole rock and roll shit was going on in the Esau's community, that devil vibration, all the parents were up in arms.
Yeah.
They stood and fought about that shit. They wasn't going for it.
Yep.
But our people,
They
they don't come together because they knew it was something deeper than that. It ain't
Yeah.
on surface level.
Mhm.
Our people, they don't give a damn,
They
man.
don't- Like the Lord said, my people don't consider.
Yep.
Yep.
They don't consider nothing, man.
Yeah, they don't understand that these what's that nigga name? John Tide.
John Todd.
Yeah, he talked about what this music does, how the Esau does with these frequencies, how they pray over the music to put certain demons on it.
Yep.
Why they constantly pump it out and what it does to your subconscious mind when you listen to it, man.
Oh,
See?
that drink Liquid Death when you go to the gas station, that Liquid Death water.
Yeah.
They actually
Niggas be drinking that
they
shit.
tell you that they got witches at the factory before they
Yes.
ship them out. They pray over that shit.
I got a
wow,
video
I
on
didn't
it.
know that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I remember that. Yeah, I
they
remember
pray
that
over that
shit.
shit. Niggas be there drinking that shit. I go to work, you see that shit in the trash can, you be like, these niggas really.
Why would you want to drink something that say
Liquid Death?
Bro.
Nigga.
Boy, we talking about liquid life.
God.
He was like, that's killing them. Well, we told him. That's what he said. We told him it's liquid death.
That's a part of his witchcraft. Bro.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
He got to tell you. So if you drink it, then that's something. Then it ain't no sin. It's not accounted unto sin unto them. It's what they believe.
Yeah, it's like, oh, we got these new apple pies. They're to die for.
Man,
Man, poison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know what I
some
mean?
shit.
Oh, ass
Right.
nigga, man.
All right. All right, going back to the article, it says.
This nigga gonna eat bugs for 1,000 years in the kingdom, bro. Fuck this nigga, man. Oh man, that's what he want us to do.
Yeah, real shit. It says
Cockroaches.
He'll eat and never get full. He'll be hungry constantly.
He'll be able to do. He'll be able to do that though, for real.
Yeah, nigga just always feel like he just ate. He like, damn.
Yeah.
You know how in the prison they give Jake that little portion of food
Yeah. He ain't gonna have no nutrients.
unless he tied in.
Yeah.
But most people they just get that little
Yeah. Yeah.
that little
click,
scuba
yeah.
soup. That little God, yeah. Esau, yeah, bro. You got it coming, man.
Yeah.
Lord said meditate terror.
Man. All right, going back to number 6, it says make homosexuality an alternate lifestyle. All right, it says note many nations around the world are passing laws to legalize homosexual and gay marriage.
Yep.
It says it is now classified as hate speech and is becoming illegal for ministers of 501c3 organizations to mention homosexuality as an abomination in the eyes of God.
Hey, TD Jakes, the brother put that clip in the chat the other day.
Yep.
He was going into it. Well, you can't be fruitful with somebody that got what you got. But I ain't saying you couldn't have fun. That's what he said in the church.
Right.
That's what Power Bottom said.
Yeah, that's it.
Foul bottle, God.
Oh God,
Bro.
man, this is a different place, boy. Go ahead.
This is Romans 1:26. It says, for this cause, Yahweh Shema Shai gave them up to the vile affections forever. Their women. Let me go up.
24, I think.
Yeah. Done. It says, verse 24. It says, wherefore Yahweh also gave them up to uncleanness through the lust of their own hearts.
So people say, I was born this way. No, the Lord put that spirit on you. There's a judgment, man, for your wickedness. So he opened you up to every demon.
Right.
Go ahead.
To dishonor their own bodies between themselves.
Okay, keep going.
It says, who changed the truth of Yahweh Bashim Shah into a lie.
Who changed the truth of the Lord into a lie? These people have. Look, bro, going into the moles, every time you cut on a TV series and they got a mole in the show,
Bro.
he's always depicted as like a beacon of morality, the
Yep.
smartest person on the show.
Yep, right.
They always put him in this light of, oh, this is the way to be. This is a grounded
Right.
person. No, the scriptures say something completely different about somebody that operates in that vibration. Let's keep reading.
It says, who changed the truth of Yahweh Bashim Shah into a lie and worship and serve the creature more than the creator,
Right?
who is blessed forever. Amen.
So people start to lean on their own understanding, like they know better than the Most High.
Yep.
Always, I know, that's what that book that says that, but this is the right way.
Right.
So that when this spirit gets put on you, you start to walk in the most ultimate pride, man. And that's why Esau, his vine is as the vine of Sodom. It's this behavior or that spirit is a manifestation of rebellion against the Most High.
Right. It says, for this cause Yahweh gave them up unto vile affections. For even their women did change the nature or the natural use into that which is against nature.
Yeah, you got all these women walking around here like the brat. They don't even be looking like the brat because the brat was cute.
Yeah.
They be, you know what I mean? I'm trying to think of a butch. I don't know, Missy Elliott. Nah, they be uglier than her.
Yeah.
All these women walking around.
Like Grace Jones and shit.
Right.
Yeah, man, Florida Evans in the talk to you. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Verse 27. It says, and likewise also the men leaving the natural use of the woman burned in their lust one towards another.
Yeah, man. People like your boy TD. You knew something was up. It's easy to believe when you hear some reports like that because his son is like that.
Yeah.
So it's like, damn, where did that come from?
Yeah.
This big nigga on stage, do you swallow?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Have you ever swallowed?
Yeah.
Swallowed.
He was reminiscing while he was saying.
Big purple.
Bro, he gotta get out of here, bro.
Huggy bear, man.
And you got a lot of
And
them
you,
talking
got,
about.
and you got all these Jakes and Dallas that just go sit up in there, bro.
Yeah,
They love it, bro. They
The
eat
church
it
was
up.
packed, bro.
Yeah,
when
bro.
he so-called bitching said he ain't gonna address those allegations.
Yeah.
Bro, the church was packed.
Right?
Man.
And then you gotta see him, bro. They zoomed in, they had him, bro. He couldn't even. His hands were shaking so much he couldn't even pick up the tablet.
Nigga sweating.
He just left it alone. Like, bro, that nigga know what he did, man. Don't think up that line, man.
Bro, and Jake don't question nothing. Where's Apostle Ricard when you need him? Cause he'll be them niggas in the church sitting there. And you sitting there, nigga, what you doing? Y'all ain't putting two and two together?
Man,
Goodness sakes, man.
bro.
Go ahead, man.
It says in the middle of verse 27, it's Romans 1 and 27. It said, men with men working that which is unseemly and receiving in themselves that recompense of their error, which was me.
Let's get to some of those characteristics that these people possess. Keep reading on down. It starts to list off a bunch of characteristics they have.
Verse 29, it says, being filled with all unrighteousness, fornication, wickedness, covetousness, maliciousness, full of envy, murder, debate, deceit,
Murder, debate, deceit. Go ahead.
malignity, whisperers, backbiters,
Haters of God.
haters of Yahweh Shema Shai, despiteful, proud, boasters, inventors of evil things, disobedience to parents.
Yeah. The list long. This you don't want to be around a person that possesses these qualities.
Yeah.
Am I right? So, you know, they paint it one way in the media, like people that live this lifestyle, they're usually, oh, these are good people, da 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 da. No, man. Well, even amongst the lesbian community, they have the highest rate of domestic violence.
Yep. That's right.
You know? They be
Ballroom blitz.
Even be Rampage Jackson or one of those, you know what I mean?
Come through the kid with a flying knee.
Yeah.
Man.
Let you know, because they know it's unnatural, man.
Yep.
You're going against nature.
Yeah, two women, man. You know they go. You know that's a fight.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, these bitches can't agree on shit.
Bitch, you hit my strap. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, come on, man, come on.
This is verse 31. It says, without understanding, covenant breakers, without natural affection, implacable, unmerciful.
Unmerciful. We always talk about it. A person that doesn't possess mercy isn't fit to rule. All right. You know, when you was back in school, you seen a fight break out, and the one Jake get the better of the other one.
Right.
But he keeps wailing on him, and everybody goes, "Hey, old man, he good, he done."
Yeah.
That Jake ain't got no mercy, man.
Nope.
He not fit to rule over nobody. Or somebody that possess that backward spirit, they're not fit to be in a position of what they telling people to do. And Esau is the epitome of this person.
Yep.
And those 10 points goes in, basically is incorporating all this.
That right?
You know?
That's what it's gonna turn you into.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's verse 32. It says, who knowing the judgment of Yahweh Shema Shai, that they which commit such things are worthy of death, not only do the same, but have pleasure in them that do them.
So these characteristics are worthy of death, right? But nonetheless, these people, they uplift these characteristics. It's promoted to you as a good thing.
Yeah.
All those characteristics are going to lead you to destruction. But in this society, they're uplifted to you as, hey, this is how you should be. It's okay for women to be with women, men to be with men, children to change their, their anatomy.
Right.
This is promoted to you as a good thing. And nobody sees that this place is covered in the blanket of Satanism.
And then jump to the next chapter. The Lord said that all this is inexcusable. But they give you all type of excuses. Here, it's okay. You know, it's all right when you do it. You know what I'm saying? Do it what you want to do. You know, do it without will. Yep. Do what you want to do. Just do what you want. Devin the dude spirit. You know, do whatever you want. It's all right. Don't go. If somebody go against it, they're in the wrong.
It's your thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do what you want to do.
All these things right now. Yeah, dude.
Put it
Do
all in the
whatever.
song.
I
man.
can't tell you
Yeah.
who to sock it to. Come on,
Yeah.
man.
He ain't telling you that.
God damn.
I got one for you, bro. Isaiah 5:20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil.
That's the complete 180. You know, because of what and why is evil good and good evil now? Because the earth was given to the hands of the wicked. He didn't take it; he was given that. Basically, the Lord gave him the handles to take over the earth to show you what not to do.
Right.
We're supposed to be in the mindset of understanding, like all this stuff that's going on now is going to lead to death. As you just said, we just went over all those examples and those traits that he said was worthy of death. And everywhere you see upon, especially here in Babylon the Great, is worthy of death. That's why the Lord said he got a great big slaughter here in Basra. All right? He's setting up for a great big bonfire here to purge all these things that are worthy of death here upon this land.
Because how they living, it proves that the scripture is right. How they living is saying that evil is good.
Yep.
When we saying they shun at it.
Yep.
Because think about Jake. In order to change, you got to be uncomfortable. Jake don't want to be uncomfortable.
Right.
So they're going to try to get the men of the Lord off the block so they can go back to being comfortable. To go through change, you got to be uncomfortable. So woe to them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter.
I got one too, man.
You got it?
That's exactly what Esau do, man. You know what I'm saying? Because our people, Esau gives out the, I guess, I don't know how to say, like the measure of what's right and what's wrong, man. You see, like
Standard.
It says, standard of what's right and what's wrong, man. You see, like it says in the book of Sirach, man, when a rich man speaketh, they exalt his words up to the clouds, man.
Exalt it to the clouds.
Yeah, man. So they look at Esau just because Esau passed a law about something. Oh, it's good. I'm good. I ain't doing nothing wrong.
Yeah.
Right. You see,
It's like the measurement of your value in this society is according to the standard that Esau has put up, which is a standard that is complete contrary to the word of God. So you're deemed, when a woman looks at you in this place, she's like, well, does he have a degree? Did he get did the white man say he's smart?
Yeah.
Right. You got to go to his institutions to deem smart.
Yeah.
Or so have some kind of wisdom.
Does the white man say that he's qualified? Are you speaking about God? Did you go to a cemetery school?
Yeah.
Right.
Did you get permission to speak about God from the white man?
Yeah.
Your value, the measurement of who you are in this place, is according to him.
Yep, right.
They don't realize that they're making him God.
Yep. Yep.
What did I tell you in Psalms 10? His tongue is full of mischief and vanity, deceit. You know, everything he talks, the word is his mouth is smoother than butter. He's gonna make you feel good, but the whole time, everything he's telling you is gonna lead to what? Death.
It talks about it in Job too, how he puts it on his tongue to savor it. You know, that wickedness, evil, roughly paraphrasing, man. Anything the man spews out his mouth, you know it's nothing but wickedness, man.
Yeah.
It's gonna lead you down the road to death, man. You see, it's making you an enemy of your own power. You see?
It's easy to know what to do. It's easy to know what to do in this place, because whatever this devil is advocating for, you know you should be doing the opposite.
Yep.
That red horse. Wherever that red horse goes is Revelation 6.
Yep.
This is Esau. He's that red horse. Wherever he goes, what follows? Death and hell.
Like it talks about Habakkuk 2. Habakkuk 2, 4 and 5.
Oh, yeah. Habakkuk 2.
Yeah, 4?
Yeah, it was 4.
Yeah, okay. I want to read this real quick for y'all. This is Isaiah 29 and 15 in the NLT. All right, it reads, "What sorrow awaits those who try to hide their plans from the Lord, who do their evil deeds in the dark," but it's being revealed in our time, right? "The Lord can't see us," they say. "He doesn't know what's going on." How foolish can you be? He is the potter, and he certainly is greater than you, the clay. Should the created thing say of the one who made it, "He didn't make me"? Does a jar ever say, "The potter who made me is stupid"? And Esau's in that spirit. He thinks he can override the potter.
Yep. Hey.
And these people believe in him.
Yeah, big time.
So it's to the point to where it's like you can't reason with somebody who thinks some dumbass shit like that. You just gotta be like, all right, bro, we're gonna see. Yeah.
He said who sees me? See, cause he think he sitting in a secret place.
Yeah.
You know, he be lurking on who he can destroy.
But the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun.
That's right.
Just like that example in 2 Kings, man. You see how the angel came unto Elisha and told Elisha the plans of the king of Syria. You see, and he went back and told the king of Israel that way the king of Israel could avoid that attack.
Yep.
You know, that pissed him off. Just like Esau really think, man, Esau really think he's doing something in secret he can hide from the Lord, man. No, bro, the Lord, everything this man is doing is falling into the right in line with prophecy, man.
Yeah.
The Lord is hearing every word this man speaks. The scripture even said, the Lord said himself, I've heard your words.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The spirits you're praying to, the Lord sent them.
Yeah.
Dumbass. It's like what you think is an entity outside of the Most High? What are you doing? What are you thinking about? This is so dumb. But hey, that goes to show you that people don't have free will the way they think. Remember in Exodus, the Lord hardened Pharaoh's heart. You see? So, you know, this devil, he's doing exactly what he's supposed to be doing, you know?
Yep. Got some more on this.
Done.
All right, this back in the article, man, it says, verse number 7, it says, the base art make it run mad. Alice Bailey understood that the arts are one of the primary keys to change culture. How? It says, promote new forms of art which will corrupt and defile the imagination of people, because art is the language of the spirit. That which is inside you can bring out in painting, music, drama, etc.
Ooh, let me say this. What do y'all brothers think about it? I think about iconoclasm.
Yeah, I was looking for that.
All right? When they came, during the Renaissance period, they defaced all the artwork, all the images, and set themselves up as the people of the Lord. So now whenever our people associate, whenever they look at the Bible and think about this time period or the great history of the Israelites, they associate it with their artwork and those people. They don't envision themselves as the people.
Right.
So again, if you could read that again about the artwork, that's spot on.
It says, promote new forms of art which will corrupt and defile the imagination of people, because art is the language of the spirit.
So now when people pray, they got that image of Cesare in their head when they pray.
Right.
When people pray and ask for help, they got an image of a white man in their head. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Man.
All because of the defacement of the arts. Like it.
Nah, people don't think that's a big deal. When you bring it up, you know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, it's not a big deal. The color doesn't matter.
So
Esau knows that it matters, like you said, it's subconscious. It's a subconscious thing. Like the brother's going into now, you praying and you close your eyes and you praying. That's what you picturing. Imagine
the
this
white
nigga.
boy.
Dave Chappelle when he played Rick James.
Yeah. that nigga in the back of your mind like, come on, baby. It's like, like this.
All right, it says it says that which is inside you can bring out in painting, music, drama, etc. It says look at the quality, spirituality, and message of the art, music, and the films that are coming out. You see it? Now go ahead.
This is right here in the ancient Greek religion and mythology. The muses are the inspirational goodness of literature, science, and the arts. They were considered the source of knowledge embodied in poetry, lyric songs, and myth. They were related orally for centuries in ancient Greek culture. So they took that and mastered that in terms of evil, man, and started to experiment on the people. Like, and they cloned Tyrone. They had the two Jakes in a little isolated room playing that damn to the club of music. They fight one another. Then start playing music about hugging one another. They stopped there and started hugging. So Esau took this and put the twist on it, man.
Hey, bro, they did that in back in slavery. They'll get Jake good and drunk.
That's in the scripture.
They'll play that movie. I mean, that's like it. They'll play that music. Play some fat, you know, get some music going, and them niggas watch them fight. You know?
Sit there and laugh.
And laugh. They show you, it got it in Django too. That was a good visual aid. That movie Django with Jamie Foxx.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the scriptures say, damn, I forget how. You got
I
it?
got something. I got something. This is Sirach 39 and 27. All these things are for the good to the godly, or for good to the godly. Salaki, hold on, man. Sirach 39 and 27. It says, all these things are good to the godly, so to the sinner they are turned into evil. Like you were saying, Esau takes these different, these things like music, and he turns it into wickedness, man. You see? To totally defile and corrupt the minds of the people, man. So what you see now, like the brother said earlier, now you got sexy wears. At one point in time, these bitches was city girls.
Yep.
They two fucking bitches. The whole goddamn nation full of this shit.
Yep.
Now all these bitches got the minds of the city girls.
Kids.
And it just keep getting worse.
Yep.
Glorilla, now it's sexy red.
Yep.
It just keep getting worse and worse.
They said, nah, this ain't enough.
Yeah.
More ratchet.
Yeah.
More ratchet.
More ratchet.
Tell her to put out a sex tape.
Yeah.
All right. And that was, oh my goodness,
Bro.
I seen the screenshot of it. I said, this shit nasty.
Man.
Bro,
She looked like one of the things on Men in Black.
Yeah, damn. Worms.
Yeah,
Word.
That shit, bro. What you about to say, brother?
Well, they asked one of the city girl chicks, she got a daughter, and they asked her, well, would you let your daughter listen to your music? She was like, no, I'm not gonna let her listen to that.
Cardi B said the same thing.
Yeah.
Right. So why are you bringing this shit out there for everybody else's kids to listen to?
Yep.
Come on, bro.
Because it's an agenda.
It's an agenda.
See, and these are just people of our nation that sold out in order for them, they can get some treasures on this side, man.
Selling your soul isn't you going to the crossroads with a white man in a black suit and he prick your hand and you sign a contract. Selling your soul is giving up your moral compass in exchange for riches in this world.
Mm-hmm.
You had Bow Wow kind of mention that. That chick Sukiana mentioned that. You had different.
Everybody mentioned it,
yeah,
bro.
it'd be like, bro, I gave in and I did something I shouldn't have did.
For the Texas boys, UGK, what's his name, Bun B?
Bun B.
He went into it. He said, at some point you're gonna get to a place where you're gonna have different rooms.
Yep. Noriega mentioned that.
Yep.
He said it's a different room. Like it was a room that I didn't want. You don't want to go into. You know.
People act like that's just a running joke.
And
That's the overview.
and even them niggas did some wicked shit, man.
Yep.
Right.
You see? But I got something. This is Sirach 27 and 1 in the GNT. Many people have sinned while looking for a profit. If you want to be rich, you will have to keep blinders on your eyes.
Damn.
Very just.
That's why the scriptures say, for the love of money is the root of all evil. Money can be a defense, but if you love it, that means you're willing to cross particular lines to get it.
Yep.
So people that love money, they're willing to sell their soul. They're willing to do things that they know deliberately are evil in order to get it. It's a equal trade-off for them.
That's why you get all these different celebrities. They'll be looking like on the video, they be happy, celebrating. But then when you look at them, they constantly all drugged up, all full on drugs. They constantly keeping themselves liquored up. Because all these things, all the things they had to do. They can't look at themselves in the mirror. That's why a lot of them, they don't even have mirrors in their house. They can't see, they can't look at themselves. Because they got all these different demons on them.
Yeah.
You know?
They always in rehab.
Yep.
They always gotta, find themselves. Hey, look at Deontay Wilder. That nigga had to find himself before the fight.
That nigga didn't find
He
it.
didn't find a damn thing.
Nigga should have kept looking. Yeah, what that old nigga ass shit. Bring that
old
nigga
nigga
back. Nah, but that's real, bro. A lot of these celebrities they don't like to look at themselves in the mirror, man. See, because they know they look at themselves and they see all the fucking acts, the wicked and nasty acts that they did.
They always got shades on.
Yeah,
Them pitch black shades too.
Mm-hmm.
Then they take them shades off and they got that 1,000-eye stare.
Yeah.
That's when somebody that term came up after World War II, World War I, when soldiers was coming back and they had seen so much death that they had this look where they kind of detached.
Yeah.
Where it's like they spirit just for a ride in the body. It's not like it's not even them anymore. They just kind of like sunken back. You see a lot of celebrities with that look. That sunken in kind of like. Why would somebody see that when they just been given everything apparently? Lil Durk look like Lil Durk is the example. Look at Lil Durk eyes.
Yeah, soulless.
That's a nigga that he'll do anything.
Right.
He done seen some shit. He done probably seen some shit like he like, yo. You know?
You don't know, man. You just don't know.
You just don't, yeah.
Getting drunk and shit. Yeah, man. Oh, bro.
We know, nigga.
Yeah, exactly.
Some shit been done to him.
Yeah,
I forgot. It's a podcast where New York rappers get together and they're in a barbershop.
Oh yeah.
He said a lot of these rappers, man, they'll go to a record label. The record label court them, try to get them to sign. They'll roofie them.
Yep.
You know. And then that next morning, they're like, "You ready to sign?" The dude say, "Nah, I gotta think about it." They put a tape in, and this nigga getting violated from the back. Pause. It's lucky, man.
Yeah.
But you know, and they say, "You ain't gonna sign with us," and they show him that tape.
They got him. Got to sign it now.
What most Jake gonna do? They gonna get to drink and try to forget about that shit, man.
Yep.
That's what you're seeing with these Jakes, man. That's put up in these positions, and you look at them as a role model when they're the lowest. You know?
Man.
Sure.
So we don't need to wait for damn, I forgot this nigga name already. The nigga that lost the fight just now.
Wilder.
Yeah, we don't got. Hey, I'm sorry. Hey, you know what cracked me up during that fight? The announcer said, "Yeah, Wilder's damaged goods in the middle of the fight." But we don't gotta wait for figures like that to get the truth, but it's truth to go out. We don't look up to those niggas. The celebrities, they're not people to follow. The Lord ain't dealing with them.
Nah.
The Lord's gonna deal with people that, you know, don't necessarily look the part to you in this flesh. That's how he always did. He always lifted up men that didn't quite fit the look. Right. David didn't quite fit the look, right?
Right.
But hey, after Yahweh Shah is David. Right. But he didn't fit the look.
Right.
So man, you can't be looking with the eyes on your face. You gotta see with the spiritual eye.
All right, going back. All right, number 8. It says, use media to promote and change mindset. Alice Bailey said the greatest channel you need to use to change human attitude is media. Use the press, the radio, TV, cinema. You can tell today how successful they have been in implementing the plan over the last 50 years via media as well as advertising agencies, billboards, and magazines.
You're right.
It said,
you look at Bill Cosby, Michael Jackson, before you know, well, Bill Cosby's still alive. But when he tried to buy, what was it?
NBC? Yeah.
Look, they said, hell no, nigga. What are you thinking about?
Yeah. Have to remind them.
run your ass from jail.
Yeah, you need to think about what you did. We're gonna put you in timeout. We're gonna put your old ass in timeout. No pudding for you. Okay? And then, you know, when Michael wanted to, he made that speech. He was like, I own over half of Sony. They said, we got to get this nigga out of here.
Yeah.
They know their vehicle to push their wine is the media.
Mm-hmm.
So that can't be touched. You see, and that's what the brother's going into.
It says, who controls media? The NWO. So much money is pumped into media and advertising that in the spreading of violence, pornographic material, and other sources. Sex outside of marriage is thrown on your face 80 to 90 times more than sex in marriage.
Bro, the deep value of marriage in this society started with that TV screen, man.
Yep.
Sex in the City. Every time you come on TV, marriage is depicted as a prison.
Right. Ball and chain, I used to call
that
shit.
And even and under this devil's laws and legislature, for men it has become a prison.
Yep.
Yep.
So this devil took the holiest of unions and turned it into something evil.
Right. That's right. It says promiscuity. I think I'm saying promiscuity. The water. It says it's being promoted as natural.
Even to the kids.
Yep.
I went trying to go buy my daughter some onesies and shit. They got the shoulders out and all like the shit. I'm like, what the? Why are you making kids clothes like this?
Yeah, bro.
What the
Yeah.
fuck are we doing?
Yep.
Excuse my language, but like, why are you trying to make baby clothes sexy? You freaking pervert, bro.
Get it.
He is a damn fucking pedo, man.
What are you doing? Baby clothes?
Then you walking with your child in the store. Oh, she look cute. Get your motherfucking ass away from my child.
And they always want to touch your baby.
Yeah, man.
Bro.
Yo, we know when you out with your kid, them old white people, they always, oh, let me do
Yeah, don't
I'm
let
like, do not touch my child, please.
Right.
I don't know you.
touch my child. I know your hands,
Oh, I
man.
just know.
Yeah.
No, stop. You don't touch people. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
I'll make a scene in that
Hell
bitch.
yeah.
Why are you trying to touch my child? I'll make a scene in that. Stop doing that shit, man. This yeah.
They always try to walk up to him and
Yeah,
stuff.
they don't even ask.
Creepy. No, they don't, bro.
They don't ask. Oh my goodness.
This is my child.
In my rib, she got long hair, so they'll try to touch her. Hey, yo, what? Yo, they still look at you like a thing that they own.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It says you watch most sex on TV in homes where children's minds are being
Salakia. How many times you gotta stop Power?
Man, bro.
Salakia, brother. I watch Power.
Fast
man.
forward. Hell
Yeah, I mean, I watch it.
Yeah, you
But you got
gotta-
America, so what the
Oh yeah, it was a show called Empire.
I stopped
Yeah,
watching because of this.
yeah, you couldn't even watch. You couldn't.
I never seen it, so.
Yeah, hey, the Lord don't even want to talk about it. He got the cars revving up. Fuck that shit. Keep going.
It says, in homes where children's minds are being neutralized to sensitivity to those things, you wonder why newspapers, TVs, etc. do not record anything about Christian activities.
Damn, that's why they keep putting that shit in your face. The most sex, they say it's okay, it's okay.
Yeah.
And if you don't watch yourself, you'll get in the spirit where you're like, fuck it, just let it play, fuck it.
Yeah.
No, skip that shit. Oh, just find something else to watch. Oh shit, just read. Nigga, just fuck it.
Go to
Pick
Bible
up a
story
book,
or something.
nigga.
Pick up, you know.
Like the other mentioned earlier, it's not for us. It's for the for the children, the kids.
Man.
You know, they can say you look at me like, oh my goodness, cut that shit out. Oh, and it's just two men kissing. It's just two women kissing. You know, the child will get to a point where it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
It's a new norm for us. You know, so that's why he's like, you know, yeah, we gonna your kids, yeah, it'd be cool. We're gonna get rid of you guys. That's what Esau plan is, to get rid of you guys and have the new norm raised up through your children, through that next generation.
All right, it says background on the power of TV. It says most kids plug into the world of television long before they enter school, according to the Kaiser Family Foundation. 2/3 of infants and toddlers watch a screen on average of 2 hours a day. Kids under the age of 6 watch an average of about 2 hours of screen media a day in primarily TV and videos or DVDs. Kids and teens 8 to 18 years spend nearly 4 hours a day in front of a TV screen and almost 2 additional hours on a computer outside of schoolwork and playing video games.
All right, so check that out. Outside of schoolwork and playing, so they at school all day, and then they got all the extra screen time. And I guarantee you, the numbers are higher amongst the Israelite community.
Bro.
Especially with the homes where the father's not there, because the nigga woman, she ain't paying attention to the kids. She give them a tablet, cut the show on, and she's scrolling her damn self.
She's
You know what I mean?
She's going there watching that fucking what's the TV show?
fucking
Sex in the City and all that crap.
Love and hip hop,
Hip-hop,
all that bullshit.
Yeah.
So you bitches are not parenting.
Right.
You so-called women are being parents, man. All you doing is just maintaining that child.
Yeah.
Getting housing, clothes, food. You're not parenting these children, man.
Yeah.
You give them a fucking tablet and TV, and you go on the phone, talk to your fucking family. You ain't even paying attention to that shit, man.
I'm trying to get a nigga to buy you some shit.
Bitches.
Yeah.
And then you don't let the daddy see it. The daddy actually trying to go take him. Hey, let me take him to the museum or something. You be like, oh, you ain't gonna see them kids. But you got him in here watching YouTube, and it's subliminal messages about them getting their sex change on there. But the dad can't come pick him up and take him to the man. Fuck you, bitch. I'm
You might not get to watching that shit. After a while with Abigail, I'll be like, look, man, turn this shit. Let's go outside, man. Let's go. You gotta have a balance to this shit.
Yeah, and they
Let's
kids,
go.
they sell.
Yeah.
It's kids watching kids. Then when they want to get spiritual, they turn on the Oprah channel, the Arnold channel, and listen to that. The little black lady with the low cut, trying to sit there and counsel people.
Oh, you talking to the Bishop Council, DMX, and this
Yeah.
I forgot that name.
They want to get, yeah.
I know you
They
talking about.
want to get spiritual, they listen to her ass.
Yeah.
We the Hebrew Israelites.
Read the
teach our
Bible.
people.
Niggas, I want to talk to you. Let me ask you a question. Hebrew Israelites, right?
Yeah.
Y'all the tribe of Israel, right?
Well, there's 12 tribes of Israel.
Yes. Is it actually yes or no?
Yeah.
Tribe of Israel. Is y'all religion also shared with Caucasian?
With Caucasian people?
Yeah.
No.
But it is some Caucasian that claim people.
Well, you got the people in the state of Israel today that claim to be the people, but they're not the bloodline descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Skip Revelation. Where it's
I come from my church. I know the Bible.
Oh, you
saw us.
I just want to ask you questions.
You're saying,
But
are
they're
you
not
saying the
Israelites.
actual Israelites, or he's saying Hebrew?
I just asked
Okay.
you this. The whole bottom curiosity is what I'm trying to say. I'm kind of loaded. I just argue with my man. He Hebrew, like, you know what I'm saying? He don't understand why I'm on Risha tribe, West Africa. You know what I'm saying? My religion is pure. There's no other folks in it but us.
Okay.
So he doesn't understand why he doesn't see that why I can be an Orisha and not an Israelite or Hebrew. I don't. That's why I'm coming to talk to you guys.
So you don't believe in the scriptures?
I was raised up in the scripture. The
The
Old
Bible.
Testament. The Old Testament is the Torah, right?
Yeah,
Let me say that.
that's what it's Torah.
See,
the first five
let you
books
know,
of
I was
Moses.
an usher.
Yeah, the first five books of Moses.
And then come the New Testament, which is written by the Romans. The Christ
The New
man.
Testament wasn't written by the Romans. It's written in Greek, so you got Hebrew and Greek. The Old Testament was written in the Hebrew, and the New Testament was written in Greek.
Listen, that New Testament was written. See, when the Romans conquered Jerusalem, and they were trying to get to Jerusalem,
They conquered it in 70 AD. That's when they really just kind of decimated. 70 AD,
I'm
you
just
see Jerusalem.
learning from history, you know what I'm saying? When the Romans conquered Jerusalem,
Okay.
excuse me, I'm kind of drunk. But I just want to talk to you guys. When he conquered that, he was trying to embrace his religion upon the Jews, and the Jews kept saying, no, we worship one God. Yahweh.
So really, when you go back to the Greeks, all right, because the Greeks took over our people first. So that's the Hellenization
So we
period.
can agree with that. The Romans.
No. With the
Romans
Greeks,
came into
the Romans came after the Greeks. Just hold on, listen.
The Romans came after.
Yeah, the Romans came after the Greeks, brother.
Okay.
So the
Roman
Greeks,
people,
with Alexander, you know who Alexander the Great is?
Yeah.
Okay, let's get some precepts. Let's go pull it out for him so we can go into the
I know that,
Hellenization.
but just don't split
No,
it
we
to-
got to bring our precepts. We can't just speak.
All right.
We're held to a standard.
Right,
Like
right.
it says
I
in
just
1
want to
Peter
just talk to
4:11.
him. My homeboy got hot. He can't understand. Okay, you can understand why Muslims are Muslim, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
He's bumping away.
Let's pick a
That's
good
a
spot.
crime.
All right, come. This is I thought.
Drugs.
I was about to start there.
Yeah, go ahead.
First Maccabees chapter 1 and verse 1, it says, and it happened after that, Alexander the son of Philip the Macedonian, who came out of the land of Shittim, had smitten Darius king of Persia, the Persians and Medes, that he reigned in his stead the first over Greece, and made many wars and won many strongholds.
So this is an apocrypha. These are the Greeks that came before the Romans. So when our people really started, they were forced to go off. Get the example with Eleazar.
So we talking about Greeks and Romans.
Wait, hold on, wait. So the Greeks.
We talking about
Hold on,
Greeks,
wait.
I know Alexander.
Hold on. With the Greeks, that's when our people were Hellenized. When we say Hellenized, that's when they were forced to keep the customs of the Greeks to serve other gods. That's what you were mentioning, right?
Right.
So that started with the Greeks.
Right.
The reason Judas Maccabeus and his family was such a big deal is because that small sect of Israelites, they refrained from that. They fought. They were like, we not bowing down to the other gods. So that was that. There's a
What
big.
they do with West Africa?
What they got to do with West Africa?
Africa.
Our people fled into West Africa after the siege of
Okay.
Jerusalem. which
Stick on
happened in 70 AD. That's the Romans. So after the Romans seized Jerusalem,
Right.
we fled into the inner workings of West Africa, Africa itself.
No, they was in Jerusalem doing that. They didn't come
We
down
fled-
there with Shaka Zulu. They knew not to come down in Africa.
70 AD, Jerusalem was seized
You're right.
by the Romans. Wait, listen,
Okay.
because you got to listen.
Okay.
After that,
Mm.
before that, really, you had a lot of our people fleeing into Africa to get away from the Romans.
Okay. I agree.
So that's why when
Left
you get to the
Jerusalem with
western
the
inner workings of Africa, you had Hamites,
Right.
Africans, that
I
were
know.
willing to sell actual Israelites to the Grecians as slaves.
Those West Africans, when they was there.
That's why you have that. You know about the Igbo tribe in Nigeria?
I know. Them
So
West
the
Africans-
Igbos, they know that their line go back to those Israelites that fled Jerusalem.
Right.
So you have Israelites within Africa, but they're not actual Africans. Get Exodus, or what is it, 11 and
Different.
yeah, the Lord does
Did-
put a difference
did-
between the Egyptians and Israel.
Okay, can I ask you a
Let's
question?
get
Can I
that
ask you a
for
question?
We're going to let
Did
the
our
scriptures
Africans-
speak.
Did our Africans come down there and embrace that culture down there that they invented down there? The Kemet and all
What
that?
culture they invented?
Not invented.
You just
Embraced.
I'm going with what you said.
No, I ain't saying invented. I say that our Africans that left Israel come down to West Africa
Africans
and
didn't leave Israel,
build up
brother.
another religion.
No. Israelites fled into Africa.
Okay.
Keep saying
Did
Africa.
those Israelites come down to West Africa and build up another religion? That's what I meant to say.
Did they invent another religion?
Yeah, did it come
No,
over?
the Igbo
Did it
tribe,
make-
where we were-
like we make Kwanzaa up in America.
No. The Igbo tribe and the Ashanti and all them, they were just simply keeping the customs of our
There we
forefathers.
go, my man. So that culture that we embrace,
That's
what-
an ancient, that goes back to the scriptures. That's not new.
we're not going nowhere. That culture that we branched into.
No, we didn't branch it. They always had it. This is our family book. This isn't somebody else. Those people, when they fled in Africa, they came with those. Hey man, if you don't believe in the scriptures, we don't got nothing to talk about.
That's what I'm saying. 'Cause
Yeah,
I
man.
feel like I'm just.
So let's
can I
bring
say
that- let's
this?
bring
Can I
that
say
out
this
with
though?
the Exodus.
I'm just saying.
I got
Just
this
read that over here.
Go ahead.
Con, this is Exodus chapter 11 and verse 7. It says, "But against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue, against man or beast, that ye may know how that the Lord doth put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel."
So there's Africans and you got Israelites. We both have dark complexions, but we're not the same people. We're not no Hamites, bro. They're going into slavery when the Lord comes back. Just so you know.
Okay. I think you missed the boat. I'm talking about. You know Orisha? You know the Orisha?
No.
Okay. You're not gonna get nowhere if you don't know that. I know about that. Right
We ain't gonna get nowhere if you don't know.
I
Go
know
ahead,
that.
bro.
I was
Hey,
raised in
yeah.
church home.
No.
Go ahead,
Did
man.
I say the
I'm
Old
asking-
Testament is the Torah?
Right, I'm asking you a question, but in the church home, did it teach y'all about the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel?
Yeah, I know all that, man. I know all
12
Okay.
In
tribes?
the church.
In
So-
the church,
Teach
are
you
you
that in the
sure?
church. If they teach you that you was an Israelite in the church.
In the church that you grew up in. Did they
Yes,
teach
they
you why
taught
we?
me all that.
They,
They
so they
taught me
taught
all
you
that.
why did our people get sent into slavery?
Because of slavery, Christianity.
No. See now we
Yeah.
know.
Oh, you didn't say that the white man used to say, nigga, get over here. I come from preachers.
Why did the scriptures
two
say that
generations
we
of
got
friends.
sent into slavery?
Huh?
Why did the
Come from
scriptures
the
say that
Mexican
we got sent
king.
into slavery?
Okay, that's what I'm saying. That's
You know?
No, you sharing.
If you don't know, say no. We'll let you. We'll show real.
No, I know, but what I'm saying
What's
though,
the answer?
that religion right there, you sharing it with another culture of people. That's
What,
all I'm saying.
what culture of people?
What other culture of people?
What other people that claim you?
Yeah, there's a lot. That's why I want to get Revelation 2. You have people that
So-
claim it, and you have people that
That's
are
why
the
they call
actual
themselves-
bloodline descendants.
Yeah. That's why they call themselves exactly.
Ish.
Have
They're
y'all
not-
had a DNA test?
So
We
you,
don't
so
need
you,
one, bro. We don't need
you don't
one.
need a
bro.
DNA
The
test.
spirit,
The
the
scriptures
spirit
say-
bearing witness, bro. We don't need no DNA
And then the
test.
chief thing really is
The
prophecy.
Yep.
See, the thing about what they
I
didn't teach you
respect
in
your
church,
honesty.
they didn't teach you prophecy. The religion that you're trying to bring up to us, there's no prophecy about what's going to happen in the earth in it. You don't know these things. The scriptures tell us what's getting ready to happen. We're here to warn the people what's about to take place.
Life is what you're making.
No, it's not. Life
Yeah,
is what.
it is.
Get Proverbs 20 and 24. Let's see if life is what you make it. Let's see what the Lord
Because
says
you
about
read me
that.
the scripture of what you saying.
No, it's
I'm
not
just
me.
telling you my
It's the
belief.
Lord.
Okay.
Proverbs
Who's
20
the
and
Lord?
24.
This is Proverbs chapter 20 and verse 24. Man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way?
The Lord ordered your footsteps.
The Lord
There's
is
no way that you're going to do
power.
anything outside of the Most High. You know the story of Pharaoh in Egypt?
Yeah.
Okay, so the Lord hardened Pharaoh's heart. He didn't want to chase. You think he really wanted to chase after the Israelites into that water? No. But the Lord made him do it.
Right.
You up here doing exactly what the Lord wants you to do.
Right.
So a lot of people, they come by here
free will.
just
No
so
free
the
will.
Lord can seal them. So when the destruction comes, he can say, I gave you a chance.
So much negative. So much
This,
negative.
hey,
I know.
the Lord
Yeah,
is judgment.
negative about you
That's
guys.
not negative.
Sorry, negative.
Why don't
I
you
just-
agree with the Bible?
Uh-huh.
Why don't you agree with the Bible?
He said it's
not
somebody
written by
else's book.
black
King
men.
James.
That's why I'm saying.
But the scripture
I mean,
says-
you know what I'm saying?
But what
I'm
if you
sure
look
some
at
black
about,
people in there
inspired
that participate in that.
inspiration?
You know what I'm saying? And there is some black people, just like in Islam. Bilal was the one who started the prayers. If it wasn't for Bilal, they wouldn't
Can
be praying
can I
5
ask you a
times. Because
question?
Bilal used to come out and do like this, Alhamdulillah.
Okay, Islam was.
Yeah, it
No.
was. Bilal, now
Israelites.
look up
Bro,
Bilal.
Islam is a
Bilal.
watered down version.
Okay,
A
so
watered
it's
down
watered
version of
down.
the scripture. He got all those customs in
Okay.
Islam today. Hey, Muhammad
So
got that
you know
from the
Bilal
scriptures,
though.
man.
You know
You see?
Bilal though. Bilal though, right? You know him though. He
When
was
did-
he was
what's-
West African
Tell us the origins of Islam.
brother that helped
What are the origins
Muhammad
of Islam?
spread his Muslim
Hey,
thing, right?
what are the origins of
I'm
Islam?
just saying, I'm just asking, bro. I just want to know.
So, wicked Israelites orchestrated Islam to get a
I don't know
stronghold
about
back
there's a lot of
in
wicked
the Holy
people.
Land.
It's gonna always be a black
So
flock,
that
white,
came-
black, green, yellow.
That came way after.
More evil people in the
This.
earth than it is righteous people. That's why I agree with
They
Bob
took an
saying.
Israelite woman named Khadijah, set him up with Muhammad, and then they gave it over there to those people. Hey, this is your book, and they tried to get a stronghold back in their land,
So
but it
Bilal
backfired.
didn't help spread Islam.
No, I'm telling you, wicked Israelites. All right,
We're not talking about Israelites. We're talking about.
No, we always gonna talk about Israelites. That's what we up here for.
Okay.
We're not talking about that. We don't got
you
that
gotta
to talk
know
about.
all the history. It's like I know the book. You ask me if I know that. I'm
You're
just
bringing
asking
up
you all-
Islam, which is a false religion that does not have prophecy in it. We're up here prophesying.
I think it's beautiful. It's just
How
not
you gonna
my
be
culture.
delivered from when this war pops off? Do
Be
you
ready.
know?
Be ready. Be ready.
How are you gonna be ready?
I got ammunition. Be ready.
You got ammunition.
Right.
let's get some precepts on how we gonna be delivered from the
I
destruction.
don't need that. I'm
No,
telling
we
you
do
about my
need it.
bullets and my gun.
If you don't
know
want
what
it,
I'm saying?
yeah,
I'm
that gun
just
ain't gonna
telling
save you. That gun ain't gonna save you, big dog.
It's not, but it's gonna make me my freedom.
It's gonna make
give
you-
me that
it's
turn
gonna
did
give you
that. My freedom.
That turned died.
That Turner died.
He showed, and every good man died. Don't good die now?
There's gonna be some in there
Don't
don't
some
taste the
people gonna
death.
die? They're gonna make a sacrifice or
Many
something?
niggas
Or
taste
y'all
it.
gonna make a sacrifice and die for what you do?
That's what we're doing right now.
That's what
Okay,
this is, a
so
daily
what's the
sacrifice.
difference? What's the difference though? That's what I'm saying, my brother.
The
Don't
difference is
disrespect
That's the
me.
only
the difference
thing
is
that
the Father. The difference is the Father of the Lord and what He said to do,
You know what
not
I'm
your
saying?
own merit.
Zechariah 2
I
and 3.
understand, listen, I understand, I'm not knocking you guys. I was talking to my homeboy. Since we as a
So
black
this is
people,
how we get delivered out of here, all right?
Zechariah 2 and 3. It say, and behold, the
No,
angel.
select it. Go ahead, let him read that first.
This Amos, let me see where I'm starting. All right, yeah, this is Amos chapter 2, and I'll start at verse 14. It says, therefore the flight shall perish from the swift, and the strong shall not strengthen his forces, neither shall the mighty deliver himself, neither shall he stand that handleth the bow. And he that is swift on his feet shall not deliver himself.
What's the
Neither-
modern day bow?
Exactly, the sword.
The sword, the gun. He said he gonna have ammunition.
Yep.
Read that again.
Come on, Amos 2 and 15, it says, neither shall he stand that handleth the bow, and he that is swift of feet shall not deliver himself, neither shall he that rideth the horse deliver himself.
So that's not how you're gonna deliver yourself. It's not gonna be
Right.
by your own strength. The Lord's gonna put us in a situation where we're gonna be forced to have faith. Let's read Zephaniah 2 and 3 here. Let's see how we actually get delivered out of the destruction that's gonna come.
This is
You got it? Okay, go ahead.
Zephaniah 2 and verse 3. It says, seek ye the Lord, all ye meek of the earth, which have wrought his judgment.
People that wrought the Lord's judgment are the so-called Black, Latino, and Native American people, which are the Israelites. We're the people that wrought his judgment. Go ahead.
Seek righteousness, seek meekness. It may be ye shall be hid in the day of the Lord's anger.
So us being up here prophesying to the people, applying the Lord's instructions to our life, this is our sacrifice like the elder was going into.
Right.
So walking in this way, walking in righteousness, that's how you get delivered. Because you have an ammunition having a fast car, having a little bit of money in your pocket, that ain't gonna save you when this place gets nuked.
Right.
So the Bible.
I'm just saying, if you got a knife on you and you
You're
want to
not
defend
concerned about
yourself and you got
They
a
not
knife,
concerned
you gonna
with
use it or
salvation.
not. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying this is what I'm saying.
We're
bro.
talking about
I don't wanna
deliverance.
Okay, I already
Let's talk about deliverance. I asked you, how do you get delivered when those things come upon the earth?
You got your gun. Get your
That's
gun.
not
gotta
how you
go.
get.
Protect your family.
That ain't how you get
Can a
delivered, bro.
gun
We just
save
read
you
it.
from a nuclear missile?
That's
Nah,
gonna
it
say.
can't. It can't.
That
I
what-
need to learn nuclear missiles though. I need to go learn more
Thermonuclear
physics.
destruction is coming to this earth.
That's the problem we don't do. We don't learn physics. Am I right?
Listen,
If I learn physics, I have a
thermonuclear
nuclear bomb.
destruction is
Just like I
coming
can
to this
pick up a-
earth.
Okay, now wait. Okay, you
Yeah,
learn
you
physics,
got-
you get the
you
nuclear
gonna
bomb,
have a
right?
nuclear
Yeah.
bomb in
So
the
how
backyard.
you gonna get the materials to make it? Exactly. So you about to.
No,
the
can I
scriptures-
answer that
Oh,
question?
I'm sorry. You right. I'm
I'm gonna
sorry.
go to school and I'm gonna learn
Right.
from the grains from the earth
Right.
where they picked the little, you know what I'm saying, to make a nuclear bomb, then I can do it.
But
But
you gotta get
until
the-
then, I can. But no, this is what I'm saying. I'm trying to tell you, I'm gonna defend myself.
No,
Are you asking me?
You gonna-
I'm
you
not
gonna
gonna
have-
say, yeah, you're right.
You gonna have
My
to do it.
gun, you right. But then he say, is he gonna protect you from the nuclear? You know what I'm saying? Until I learn that, then I protect myself. Then what goes next?
But when I learn the scriptures,
Right.
and be protected fully from all of it.
Yeah.
Because right here, we're spiritually sent to know the Lord,
I
how to make
respect
the Lord
it.
come.
I
See, we're
respect it.
spiritual right here. But see, you're thinking of the carnal way to deliver yourself. And the Lord said in Romans 8, to be carnally minded is going to lead to death. Spiritually minded is going to lead to the deliverance of what's to come.
Right.
Because can you see what's about to happen here in America?
Yeah, I can see it every
So-
day. I tell you, I see it every day.
Yeah.
I see it every day.
So what do you?
You
I
gotta
say
you
that's
gotta
right.
let him answer. You gotta let him answer.
What's gonna happen?
What's gonna happen here in America?
What's up?
Well, again,
I'm just gonna be honest,
Can you
because
give
we
me
don't
more-
know
could
nuclear
you-
war,
could you
or
give me
we don't know how to do the computer and have droids up in the sky like they know. Israel got droids. Everybody got mass destruction except us,
Us meaning who? Americans or so-called black people?
black people, people of low circumstances, Mexicans, black. You know
Okay,
what I'm saying?
the Israelites.
We're not
Israelites.
hipped on technology on how to make.
What
What's
we're
that
telling-
plane that fly
But
around?
what we're telling you
What's
is
that
that we
plane
don't
that
have
fly
to be
around?
hip on
Drones.
technology.
Ah, there we go.
We
Do
don't
you know how
gotta
to
be
build a
hip on
drone?
technology and none of those things.
Everybody know how to build a drone?
All
I
we
want
need
to
to
learn how to
have
build a drone.
is
I know how to read the
obedience.
scriptures.
That's how you compete.
All we gotta have is obedience.
That
That's
won't
how
give
we
us peace.
compete.
That
Through
won't
the
give us
obedience
peace.
of the Lord.
But we have our own nation,
Let's
our own
read that
drone.
Zephaniah 2 and 3 again.
Every other country has that. Israel have drones.
No, you're right. But
Afghanistan
listen,
have nuclear weapons.
Real quick.
America went over there to Iran because they felt like Saddam Hussein was burning. Peace, bro.
They wrapped up?
I thought it was gone.
Yeah, we talk.
Okay,
So
hey,
we gonna
next
wrap it up,
time,
man.
nice talking.
So,
guys.
hey, Alvarado,
Good
Zab,
talking,
come back
man.
next Friday, but we
Hey,
gotta finish this
I
out.
am. Yeah,
Come back
I don't
sober.
mean no disrespect, dog.
No, you good. Just come back
you know what
sober
I'm saying?
next
I'm
time.
just, because this is how we get knowledge.
Yeah, come back sober
Yeah,
next time.
no,
We'll
no.
deal with you.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that next time.
Do that, man, do that.
I'm
So-
alright, though, but I learned.
Alvarado is out of lesson for edifying. Want to give all praises once more to
We need to learn.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem,
Yahweh,
Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Want to say shalom to all the brothers and of course the few sisters who are pursuing this truth in sincerity. May the blessing of election be upon your house. Shalom.
And remember, King James had men
Fight.
inspired by God.
King James had men with swords and everything.
No,
He
King-
had an army, right?
They had just like today, but King James had men who inspired.